Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 episode. In today's episode, we're gonna have a more chill episode today. We are going to do Charon's we're gonna do his like character quest thing before it disappears forever. Well, not forever, until it disappears till a later time. Um and then also we will do an anecdote for Semmelweis. Yeah, Semmelweis, because I've heard that she might have a role in the upcoming 3.1 like event story thing as well. So might as well learn more about her, because I've recently um, finished the series of Dusk, like stories in here. Like I finally read through all of this stuff and got all the endings and everything. Um, I don't know why this one has like a brighter like spot. Is this supposed to be the canon ending? And I forgot what happened in this one. Was Lorelai didn't come to the foundation in this one, right? I think. But yeah, these were all pretty cool as well. All the other endings. Valentina looks very awesome. But anyways, let us begin with Charon's character story. Fuga of Free Sogeti. Yeah, I don't know what language that is. But yeah, a body weighs more than a shell, yet a name becomes lighter than the dust. Death moves among them without making a sound, granting the same eternal stillness to both body and dust. Alright. What's this? What's this survey thing? Oh, it's like a testing him out. Okay, I don't need to do that right now. Let's go into the actual like thing in here. How many of these are there? 8. Okay, it's not too bad. Should be chill. Now, I've done one of these like character stories before, and it's for Vila, and like it was kind of jarring that like some parts are like voiced ever so slightly, and then there are some lines that are fully voiced, and I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. So yeah, and then there are also some lines that don't have voice lines, which is a bit jarring. But yeah, anyways. The cannon fire fades as the poison gas dissipates. They rise from the trenches. These men, not yet dead, but not quite alive. They brush away the cinders and smoke and look out upon the road once more. I do wonder, are we gonna see Paul? Or are we gonna learn more about Charon? France, that rookie's still in shock.
Huh?
Oh, Charon's already Charon, okay. Looks like you haven't snapped out of it either. Still can't tell if you're just slow or off in your own little world. Also, I'm not gonna do any voice acting because, you know, I can't do that. Lol. Watch your step. Fall into a shell hole and you'll regret it fast. Not that you need the reminder. We've been through this palaver before. As he talks, the soldier snaps off the lower half of his comrade's dog tag before carefully lowering the helmet over his face. He removed his mask, even with gas hanging heavy in the shelter. Typical rookie mistake. Better not to trust your gut to tell you what's safe and what's not when you're so green. They want the cursed gad gone so badly that they lie to themselves and just pull the things off before it's gone. Now look at them, and hardly recognize the front swain. Front swain. I don't know how to say that word. Charon takes a moment to study the shadow clouding his vision.
Misery lies heavy on you.
That's unfortunate. Ha! If I could still feel misery, do you think I'd be standing here right now?
It is understood.
In their trenches, feelings fade until only the will to endure remains. Will you say a prayer for him? Isn't that your job?
Faith is wasted on the dead.
There is no faith in me, but if a prayer can ease their pain, one will be offered. Alright. You can go check on the poor bastard over there. This kid's from my hometown. I'll take care of him. Alright, thanks friends. The soldier straightens up before his fallen townsman, as if trying to shake off his informal demeanor. Charon studies him a moment longer, then turns and rolls his makeshift cart forward.
Oh,
Heh, Charon, wherever death goes, you follow right behind. The bags of dog tags in their hands jingle as the soldiers give him terse nods, sorry. Friends must be cut up. That boy, he was his teacher's kid, like a younger brother to him. He trained those rookies every damn day. Taught them how to spot the whistle of a shell, how to time a grenade to the second.
When fear knocks on the door.
Training often disappears.
listen.
Well, he did his best. That's all any of us can do. Cohen says no more. With the tag removed, he turns to examine the fallen soldier's barely attached arm. The soldiers move the body in the same way they always do, by the head and feet up and then down. The cart creaks beneath the weight.
Shoot.
Another goodbye. The soldiers curse and grumble, but Charon's gaze remains fixed on the patch of mud ahead. What's going on up there? A crumpled triangle of black and white sticks out from the mud. It quivers in the wind like a fallen petal. What is it? Charon? I honestly still can't tell if he's daydreaming or just slow in the head. What is it? What is this triangle? Charon steps forward and slowly pulls it from the mud.
Wait.
Hang on, what's this? A world apart from all this. The mud, the smoke, the shelling, the suffering, and death. A woman with neatly parted hair holds a bouquet of fresh cornflowers in her arms. Who? 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 She smiles a tender smile, an unspoken longing hidden somewhere behind her eyes. I would suggest Arcana, but does she have like parted hair? Oh? Who's this then?
I'm not sure that.
I bet she's his wife, or maybe his sister? His mother? Bro, who is this person? Can we see them?
So,
Then where's her husband, her brother, or her son? Might any of you know who this photograph once belonged to? Oh wait, oh, we're talking about photographs, sorry. For some reason I just thought we suddenly had like a woman show up in front of us. Like a supernatural event, but no, it's just on the picture. I can tell you right now, he's not from our company.
all right.
Then those elsewhere must be asked. Okay, buddy. Charon opens his notebook and slides a photograph between his pages. I still can't get how he sees behind that blanket over his face.
Right there. I told you.
Oh, unrest ripples through the nearby crowd. Why is that? Charon, get over here and give us a hand. We've got wounded man and no way to move him. We need you, Charon. Get him to the field hospital. A soldier pats Charon on the shoulder. He turns, quietly following Francis' summons.
All right.
He will be delivered. I don't know what Jawol means. Yawol? I guess that means alright or something. Alright, we'll deliver his body. Alright. The moment Charon crosses the field hospital's threshold, a pair of eyes locks on him. Only once the nurses take the wounded soldier, does the watcher step forward to speak. You're Cohen, Eberhard's officer, is that right? Hello, Lieutenant Colonel Walker.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You're a curious sort, aren't you? A man returns from death itself, then refuses honors and turns down the press bureau. Did you come to the front just to ferry the wounded and bury the dead? I think so. Not the talkative type, I see. Little wonder you turned down the press.
Is it that?
Officers of your rank generally disapprove of reluctance to work with the prince of the... Officers of your rank generally disapprove of reluctance to work with the press bureau. Ha! Not at all. Stories of heroism, steel-hearted youths, this is the stuff that sends schoolboys off to die. They marched off, grand images of Odysseus's voyage in their minds, only to find themselves cast in a tale far crueler than they could have ever conceived. You follow your own form of heroism, regardless of what we stand for. Some might call you strange, but me? I respect you. I'd like to understand you.
No.
You're mistaken. Herr Oberstultant. Oberstultant. There's no ideology behind the actions of the dead.
Just
Only exhaustion. That is all. A moment passes in silence. The lieutenant colonel's gaze stretches outward, fixed on some unseen, unnamed horizon. You're an honest man.
just
Lying simply serves me no purpose. 4 days from now, this field hospital will be packed up and sent to the rear. This is likely to become the front line. Oh no. When that time comes, many dead and wounded will be left behind.
it will be done.
They will be laid to rest with dignity. You've grown accustomed to the helplessness of war, it seems, even to this kind of cruel abandonment.
There are no words, neither angered or reasoned, that can be said to change things.
Though brief, the conversation only adds to the burden weighing heavily on both their shoulders. After a pause, the lieutenant colonel quietly moves to depart. I have duties to attend to. I believe we'll cross paths again. Alright, if you say so. Farewell, Herr Oberstultant. Oberstultnant. Herr Oberstleutnant. Is that how you... I don't know, man. Like a gear locking into place, Charon moves to his next task. Retrieving the notebook he set down just 10 minutes earlier. With a step and a turn, he retraces his path to where the soldier was lifted onto the stretcher. In his narrow field of view, he catches sight of his notebook cradled in a pair of trembling hands. Who is this? Its holder looks up. Her expression holds no hint of remorse for handling something so personal.
That's...
Is this your notebook? Who are you? You look pretty cool as well. Her eyes especially, like turquoise, greenish eyes. Very cool. It is.
Yes.
This butterfly pattern is lovely. Do you collect butterflies? I don't think so. Charon says nothing, but the woman doesn't seem to mind.
Listen.
I've got these two friends I've known for almost 20 years. Long enough that we can't even remember when we first met. Okay? We lost our parents young, my brother and I. So, those friends were the closest thing we had to family. One of them became my fiance. Walter was his name. He died on the battlefield. Wait, wasn't Walter the first one that died? The one that died on day one? Like in Eberhard and Paul's class. The other loved collecting butterflies. Oh! Walter and I used to sit under the stairs at his house waiting for him to show us. Oh wait. Oh, so it is Paul then. Maybe he did collect butterflies in his youth. He'd bring out his specimens, face lit up like anything as he explained them to us. Those were the only times he seemed truly happy.
I heard that.
I'd been sure he died out there too, but then I heard these ridiculous rumors that he'd come back to life. She glances his way, her eyes a piercing blue. I didn't believe it at the time, but now, I suppose I have no choice.
Partita.
Partita. Hello, Partita. Paul, why didn't you come home? To be continued. Okay, interesting. We've got Partita out here. I don't remember exactly if Walter was the one that died on day one, or he died later. But I mean, we know he died. Walter, or was Walter the one whose body was being carted off in the beginning? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. That was someone else, I think. Ooh, we get clear drops from this. I didn't realize. Okay. Well, let's press on. Part 2 from the past. But yeah. Don't know if I'll do more like character story videos or whether to do them in my own time. Why won't you answer me? But for sure I will do the Marcus story quest like next probably. And Moldir as well. I might put those two in one video, and then maybe the rest I'll do in my own time, you know? Potentially.
Just
I'm still trying to understand the question. What? Are you so shocked I became a field nurse? Can't even spit out a proper sentence? Apologies. It must be shock. It has been so long since I heard news of you or your brother. My brother? His leg was torn up by a shell. They sent him to the rear hospital. He died right in front of me. Oh dear.
apologies.
I'm very sorry. No need to apologize. You're a soldier too.
Bye.
Why did you come to the front? I want to know how Walter died.
Partita.
Searching for the cause of a man's death on the battlefield is meaningless.
I think that.
No one should die without a reason. Her words leave Charon silent. For a long moment he struggles to find the right words.
Although,
How long you've spent here is not known to me, but it is clear you're a field
you
nurse.
should know that.
You ought to know that when faced with artillery, machine guns, and tanks, a man's life is brief and fragile. There's little worth in it. Walter was struck by a shell. To know that much is a small mercy many are denied. The words you spoke of Walter's death are merely a deflection. There was never meant to be an answer.
Hold on.
That's not true. You know I'm not that kind of person. You're the one who always brushed us off, dodged the truth, pretended nothing was wrong. You're angry.
Why?
Why didn't you come home? In such situations, even if there is no true answer, an answer must be found. Anything will do.
It was unclear.
I no longer know how. We need you, Paul. Whether you're the man we knew, or whoever it is you are now. Why won't you come home? Why won't you see your mother and sister? Oh, they're still alive. Why didn't you come to see us after we lost Walter?
Partita.
It is not that there is no desire to give you an answer. He died right in front of you. So tell me, what kind of artillery did it?
You should know that.
You have read the notebook. You already know. No, I don't. There's only the date he died in there. Shell fire. That's all. I saw the ripped pages. Why did you tear out the rest of it? The light fades from her eyes. Then, a short bitter laugh escapes her. I've had enough, Paul. I watched my brother take his own life right in front of me.
Bye.
Why? Charon cannot fathom that a man who raised his sister would choose to take his own life. Partita's eyes hold a bitter edge, yet perhaps it's herself you cannot forgive. Once the wound got treated, it was like torture. He was just waiting for it to end. I couldn't save him.
No.
All have done what they could. It wasn't your fault. A week after my brother passed, you sent a letter saying Walter was gone. You mailed it to his house. I ran all the way there. It was raining that day. I slipped. When I grabbed the letter, I thought the blood on it was Walter's, but it was mine.
Partita.
Walter didn't die in front of me. I know that. But maybe that's why I don't know. I went on, foolishly, ridiculously, trying to find out how he died. And now, finally, I'm faced with the one person who knows what has happened. And you just avoid me! It's my right to know, Paul!
No.
Denial was not intended, nor was turning away.
Partita.
You will find it, Partita, even in the wake of such loss. What you truly want to do, or what you were meant to do. But I can't! I just can't! In 4 days, this field hospital will be moved. The nurses will rotate. You can return home. Walter and your brother would have wished for you to stay away from this conflict.
There is nothing to be done.
You were never meant to be part of this war. Don't you see? We're all part of this war now. There's no escaping it. Before I ever stood here, my life was shattered to pieces. My past and my future. Charon lacks the strength to bear her pain. It is all he can do to endure the weight of it. In the silence, her expression shifts into a form of helpless irony. None of this changes anything. We're just rearranging the rubble, that's all. Go back to where they need you, Paul. I shouldn't be taking up so much of an officer's time.
Apologies.
I'm so sorry, Partita. Very sorry. She simply turns and walks away. Back at the trenches. Back in the trenches. Charon moves less smoothly than expected. It's as if a stone has been slipped into the gears. Even something as simple as checking for dog tags takes him longer than it used to. Oh, Charon! What's with the slow hands today? Come on, let me show you how it's done.
Apologies.
Sorry. Thank you. That's the last of them. Guess that's our lot sorted for now. Your graveyard's just a stone's throw from here, which means you don't have to rush off for once. Fancy a few rounds of scat? What scat?
No.
Is that like card game? Oh, yeah. No, there's no need for cards.
Hey!
Oh, come on, Charon. Sit down and play a few hands with us. Save some time for the living for once, will you? Come on.
No.
I will watch for a while. Still looking for whoever's in that photograph.
Yes.
It will not be an easy task, but the search must go on. Alright? Franz knows half the trench line by name. He'll ask around for you, but only if you beat him fair and square. Yeah, go on. All you have to do is win a hand against him. Isn't that right, Franz? Oh, give a rest, you schemers. You're just after Charon's rations. Huh? He has rations? Well, you're out there day and night, scrounging around the battlefield like a proper rag and bone man.
Just...
The only purpose is to bury the dead with dignity.
I see.
Yeah, we know. But still, you've got to pick out all sorts of things, right? Cigarettes, bandages, parachute, silk. That kind of stuff is more valuable to us than gold, Charon. True. I'd swap a medal for a dry bandage and a smoke any day.
Shh.
Keep it down, Franz. Let's not let the Major hear that. Eberhard couldn't care less about that sort of thing. As they shatter, Charon methodically pulls cigarettes from his coat and stacks them onto the shooting bench. Take them. No need for games. Franz lets out a long, dramatic whistle. The perks of having Charon among the Front-Gemeinschaft.
Yet.
There's hope that you will still find help. You will still help find who this photo belongs to. Oh, no need for a trade, Charon. Of course, we'll help you look. Amazing. That's right. We were just pulling your leg, so you'd play cards with us for once.
It is understood.
Understood. But the field hospital's getting moved in just 4 days. You know that, don't you? Yes. It is almost time you took your leave. A rare smile flickers across Franz's face. Yeah, I'll escort the evacuation team to the rear, then head back for my leave. Alright. But before that, I'll do my best to help you track down who the photo belongs to.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, buddy. And tomorrow, I'll find some time to help you bury the soldiers. No refusals, no thanks, okay? Thank you. If I didn't know you better, I'd take that thank you as a challenge. Amazing. Alright. Spectacular. Yeah, I need some These stories are actually pretty big, you know? Like, there's quite a lot in them. Let's press on. Start free. Delirium of the Dying. Oh, what is this? Is this not a story? Or maybe it has story after. Silent descends on the battlefield. I must act. Save who I can, bury who I can't. I need to hurry, but there are many dangers ahead. Which path is best? Drag the portrait to move Charon. Pass all the checkpoints and reach your destination. Simon Heyman. Enlistment date 1919, blood type O. Oh, we found his dog tags, I guess. Well, rest in peace, buddy. Let me take you there. The fires from the bombardment will rage for some time. I can let them burn, or try to extinguish them. Once you collected water from the water axis, you can use it to put out fires and remove blockages. Jean Dumas. Rest in peace. Wait, what? Well, they're not meant to extinguish that. Oh, I can go around? Okay, I didn't realize. Nice, we did it. Alright. Okay, now we see the story. Shovels rise and fall, and dirt is flung over shoulders. Soldiers, their eyes forever closed, wait off to the side.
A rare moment of peace.
Is this truly how you wish to spend this time? I'm not just doing this for you. Besides, I told you yesterday not to be so damn polite.
Apologies.
You picked a nice spot for a cemetery. The place hasn't been hit yet. Still feels like summer.
Yet,
The front may move in this direction soon enough. True, the soldiers you've buried might end up blasted to bits in the shelling, or lying above the mud again. Like, what's that word again? Sloughs?
yes,
Yes, sloughs.
I don't mind.
It doesn't matter. Once the shells stop falling, I will return and bury them again. Then your work will never be finished.
I don't mind.
Okay. Well, I'd rather spend my time thinking about how I'm going to swipe myself a roast goose.
Yet,
Many ask me why I continue this task, but never you. There's nothing to ask, Charon. The rookies are banging their heads on the air raid shelter walls, and the veterans are scrounging for cigarettes. Just living another day is good enough for me. Who cares about why? Cool.
indeed,
Charon stops. There's a woman in the distance making her way toward him, a medical bag under her arm. Is it, Partita again? The trees behind cast a shadow, hiding her face from him.
yet,
But some must search for meaning, or they cannot live.
Huh?
Who's the Schwester? Schwester.
Hi.
Hello, Partita.
Hi.
Tug. Frolen. I don't know. Do you know our Charon here?
Yes.
Yes, Herr Schreier. 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 I don't know. Then the unexpected address causes friends to rub his chin. Partita turns her gaze to Charon. I'll be helping you bury the soldiers. Oh, okay.
it's dangerous.
It's too dangerous. The field hospital withdrawal is certain to keep you busy enough. Lieutenant Colonel Volker gave me permission. You've got a habit of digging up men who are somehow still alive, it seems. Do we? You can't argue with that. Charon lowers his head and returns to his task in silence. You were never good at lying. That's why you won't even talk about Volker.
Why?
Why won't you tell me?
He died in a shelling.
It was a shell fire. Dust flew everywhere and then he was gone, in the blink of an eye.
No way.
That's not the whole story. I know it. Her conviction leaves Charon speechless. First you dodge all my questions, and now you won't even say a word. Fraulein, Charon's mind works a little slower than most. He might just be taking it all in still.
I see.
No way. We actually accept this answer. She sets down her medical bag and picks up a nearby shovel. So you're a man of action now, are you? Visibly unsettled, Franz also chooses to remain silent. Fine. Then I'll keep shoveling right here with you until you tell me the truth. Damn.
No.
There is no truth to tell. Then it looks like there's nothing for us to talk about. Time to get back to it, Action Man. As the grave takes shape, Partita makes her way to the cart, Franz following behind. Together, they carefully lift one of the bodies. A cough, faint and abrupt. The three of them glance at each other, and Partita looks toward the cart. Wait! Among the many faces piled on the cart, Partita finds one with a little color in its cheeks and gently lifts an eyelid.
Shoot.
Mein Gott! He's alive! He's still alive! That's crazy. How is he still alive?
Oh dear.
Good grief! I thought we'd checked them all! She rushes to her medical bag.
Hurry up.
Quick! Move the bodies off him! Be careful, Franz. He might have broken bones. Paul, don't you stand there! Help us! Lines from the journal's first pages surface in his mind. What lines do they say? Even when we were fighting, Partita would boss me and Volter around, arms crossed like a little general. That old phrase of hers, don't just stand there, it was like a spell on us. We always followed her lead. After all, she was rarely wrong. And she led with her fists too, charging ahead without an ounce of fear in her.
All right.
Coming. Amazing. Well, let's save this guy if possible. The injured soldier who cheated death has been seen to. Nice man. Charon stands, still and silent, among the beds and stretchers. The cries of the wounded surround him. Partita vanishes behind the screen, hard at work. Franz motions for Charon to move along. Charon averts his gaze from the mangled limbs, nods to Franz, and makes to leave. Paul! Oh. Wait. No, I don't like this music. I mean, it's nice music, but this is like the type of stuff that was playing in Chapter 6, you know? And we all know what happened in Chapter 6, okay? A haggard hand brushes his coat and falls back, powerless. Wait, who was this?
What?
Was that the person we saved? Paul. Gott im Himmel. Finally, someone I know. Wait, Himmel means sky, right? Shout out Freerin beyond Journey's End. So God in the sky, probably. What this phrase means. Where's Villy? Go fetch him, quick. He doesn't know I'm in the field hospital. The soldier's words crackle from his dry throat. His dog tag reads Fabien. Fabien, sorry. I don't think we're French.
You are...
You're Fabien? Come on, Paul. I'm not already some nameless patient to you, am I? Damn, he looks really gaunt. Deprived too long of familiar company, Fabien has grown talkative to an oddly feverish degree. Never mind, Anna will remember me no matter what. I just have to get my discharge and then we'll go home together. Alright. Anna promised she'd make me a wreath of ginster when we saw each other again.
Fabian.
Who is it you're looking for? Oh, maybe that photograph belongs to Fabian, maybe? Anna! I want to see Anna. I'll write to her and she'll come for me. I know she will.
No.
There was another, your comrade from the front, perhaps. I just want to see Anna. As Charon tries to make sense of his rambling, a doctor walking by shoots him a look. Let's not take what he says too seriously.
What?
Why? He rambles like that every day. Wound's not looking good either. What happened to him? Lost a leg. You think I can't hear you whispering about me, doctor? Stop talking rubbish. Paul, don't believe him. He's just grouchy because I won't call him air.
No.
Not air. He spoke no ill of you, Fabian. Simply discussed today's lunch options. Fabian drops his gaze, muttering something under his breath. Charon turns and lowers his voice.
So,
Will he live? The doctor, seemingly irritated with his own misplaced concern, lowers his gaze to the medical file. It's hard to say. 3 days from now, we'll be evacuated to the rear. He'll receive better treatment then. But if his condition worsens before then, we'll have to leave him behind. Damn. It's a tough world out here.
and some painkillers.
Leave him with some painkillers. Yes. We're all preparing to evacuate. Frankly, I doubt he'll last that long. Perhaps it's cold of me to say, but death's just part of the routine here. One bed empties, another fills, and the dog tags pile up like cigarette butts. Understood. The doctor gestures to Fabian with his clipboard. You can see him off, though I imagine you do that for everyone left behind, yes? Fabian's murmuring begins to fade, then he gasps for breath like he's choking back a sob. He's gonna start screaming for Anne again?
It will be done.
Yes. Alright. I guess it will be done. Alright. To be continued. Let's press on. Part 4. Endurance. We've got another minigame here. No problem. We'll cover more ground if we split up. Though that means taking bigger risks. You want to talk about Volta right now? Alright then. I'll match your pace. Let's get moving. Partita follows Charon vertically but moves opposite to him horizontally. If he goes left, she goes right, okay? So we need to both get to the goal. Oh, that's a water thing. Well, I don't think we need to use this extinguish yet, right? We can just go around. Up here. Raubon, rest in peace, buddy. Oh, I reset by accident. Hello? Why can't I move? Huh? I don't get it. Why can't I move him? Charon, stop trolling. Am I only allowed to go directly to a place? I don't get it. Let's extinguish this fire since it's in the way. Clement Roche. Rest in peace. What? I don't... What's the problem? Oh, do I have to go for all of these in one run? I don't get it. Do I have to pass for all of these objectives in one run? Is that the puzzle? Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you could just collect each one like individually. Endurance. The night shift has ended and a wooden plank on the cart has just cracked. A new plank must be located. Remembering Partita is resting in a nearby tent, he slows his steps as he quietly searches for wood in the dark. This isn't a trench locked in brutal conflict with the enemy. What's up?
No.
Soldiers are unlikely to wander here. The silence is just that. Silence. Who is that? There's a child? A faint sob gently echoes over. Then another. And another. The sounds stringing together into a long fragile chord. What is this? We're hearing... Partita.
Partita.
Oh. It stands for a long time in the damp twilight. She only cries when no one can hear. I thought multiple people were crying, my bad. He sets the plank down and with the lantern in his hand takes a seat in front of the tent. His thoughts grow uncontrollable, like a wounded animal. Words from the notebook return to him. Charon carefully opens his pages. Walter went on about Partita for days, saying the ring he gave her before he left was too rushed. What does it matter? For Partita, even a ring made of grass would have been enough as long as it was from Walter. Besides, it was hardly rushed. Walter spent a week studying under his father to make it himself. Being a locksmith, he melted a key down into a ring. That's wholesome. Even Fabian said... Fabian. Wait, did he say Fabian? He said Fabian, right? Oh, I'll have to wait for the next line, but... Even Fabian said Walter was overthinking it. Just see her next leave and talk it through, he said.
Fabian.
No, it's Fabian, sorry. It's Fabian. Those rare peaceful nights in the trenches they spent talking... Oh my god, I couldn't read that. I didn't even click. Charon turns the page to the photo he tucked in there. Amidst Partita's echoing grief, the woman in the photo smiles on. To whose world does this photo belong? Wait, is that Partita and Walter? Or is that... I don't know, bro. I guess not, right? Because he would have recognized. Oh, Eberhard! Glad to see you alive and well. It's been a while, Paul.
It's been only 4 days.
But for a major, 4 days is not a short time. Eberhard smiles. Yet it took less than that for you to get all tangled up in this Partita drama. Friends told me everything.
Indeed.
It is a problem indeed, but not quite so simple. She joined to find the truth about Walter's death, and somehow chance brought her to the right place. You don't think she's a witch, do you?
No.
Likely not. A coincidence, nothing more. The joke meets a painfully literal answer. If the soldiers knew the truth, they would likely start a ruckus and end up with disciplinary charges for it. What's the truth? Worst case, they'd launch an ambush and maybe even end up with blood on their hands. But Partita isn't a soldier. She hasn't seen the true depth of human brutality. Bro, what happened to Walter?
Partita.
Yet she endures all that comes with war. Eberhard stays silent, waiting for Charon to speak again. Soldiers endure it too. Brutality is a means of survival and of release. She moves among the dead and dying, saving those who suffer. She even sleeps in the woods near the front, though sleep never truly comes. She endures fear, endures pain, endures rage, war, and death.
She's no different than a soldier.
Eberhard's face tightens. He looks away. Is it bad? Partita's situation?
It was unclear.
Bad may not be the word. Unhealthy, perhaps. Then I'm afraid I have worse news. Oh no.
What?
She applied for a pistol. Oh no. She's gonna shoot herself or something? That's not good. Did you approve it? It wasn't mine to approve. Lieutenant Colonel Volker did it. A field nurse who buried soldiers alongside Charon requests a pistol for protection. Who would say no to that? Ah, gosh darn it. Even without approval, it's not hard to find a weapon at the front. Imagine if you were forced to scavenge one and ended up with a misfiring gun. Then it is best to give her one. I think so. Oh, okay. I guess maybe I fought too deeply and thought that she was gonna use that gun for different reasons. Because these guys seem like... Yeah, I guess they're not talking about that possibility, so I guess I was overthinking it. My bad.
Yet.
But even a pistol requires training. And even with a weapon in hand, not everyone has the conviction to pull the trigger. That's the other piece of bad news. What? She completed recruit training before she arrived. Word is, she's a natural shot. Oh damn. That's why her request was approved so quickly. She came prepared. That she did. You still have 2 days until the field hospital moves out. Time enough to persuade her before the nurses rotate.
All that might have changed her mind are dead.
Damn. The hems of their coats rise and fall with the wind as if heaving slow, heavy breaths. I know. They died in war, died in memory. Died in the fading of every spark, died in every stirring of dust. You three were like peas in a pod back then, though you weren't quite so affable as you are now, and Partita had an impatient streak. And Partita had an impatient streak, that's for sure. Vulture was the glue that held you together, really. He got along well with the both of you. Sorry. It's just a lot of speaking. Whatever the case, you're the only one she might still listen to. Because you're Paul.
No.
It will not be easy. Well, you can't expect me to do it. I already got one beating from Partita back in school. I'm not looking to get another. Oh, about that photo, the one with the woman holding cornflowers. Franz has been asking around about it. Oh, have we found its potential owner?
Yes.
I have been trying to identify her. Well, I think I might have a better shot at finding out than you. Sure.
All right.
Thank you. Anything else I can help with?
No.
There's nothing. I saw Fabian at the hospital. He is clinging to life. I don't think I know him. An old friend?
Yes.
Stay with him while you can. Eberhard catches a faint shift in Charon's cloak. It seems as though he is nodding.
It will be done.
Amazing. Alright, to be continued. Okay. Let's press on. Fallen Dragonfly. And we've got this again. Pass through all the things to reach our destination. Yes, I shall do that. Oh, this is the really annoyingly placed one. How do we do this? I think we can do this. Yeah, we definitely can. Paul Wolf. Ben Vogt. Over here. Get rid of that. Bang. Emile Langlois. That's a bit weird for me to say. Rest in peace. Alright. Fallen Dragonfly. Let's see.
Fabian.
Fabian, you still hanging on there, buddy? The emaciated young man on the bed lifts his eyelids. Oh, Paul, it's you.
Apologies.
Yes, it's me. My apologies. It was not my intent to wake you. No. It's so good to see you, Paul. It's been lonely here, waiting for so long. The doctors and nurses are busy. It took some time to find your new location. Them? Ha! They wouldn't do anything even if we hauled the place down. Are we just chunks of meat waiting to be graded? Old bandages to be tossed aside? The people we wait for the people we love who are waiting for us. No one gives a damn about them. The doctors can only do so much. I know. At least, I've held on long enough to see you. And Anna. Bro, we keep talking about Anna. Anna, she came. Oh, was she? Yeah, she was here. The ginster was withered, but she promised she'd come back with fresh flowers. A troubled look suddenly shadows his face. After a pause, he speaks his doubts aloud. But the doctors say she never came. I could have sworn I saw the ginster. Or ginster. I don't know how you say that. The little clusters of gold. And I placed them on my head and left. Why didn't she say goodbye? Was it because the doctors took my leg?
No.
That is not the reason. Oh. But they keep saying I'm mad, that no one's waiting, that no one misses me, no one's looking for me. So, maybe Anna didn't come. Maybe she isn't real at all. I can't stop thinking about it. It's like my head splitting in two. But I can't stop. It's like I'm not in control of my thoughts anymore. Like, someone's trying to take over my body. It's horrible, Paul. Pure horror. I've become one of those madmen we used to joke about. Even my own memories are playing tricks on me.
This cannot be.
You're not mad, but you must let your body heal. Fabian's lips tremble. This is worse than death, Paul! Charon grips the hand Fabian has lifted toward him. Fabian strains to turn his neck to look at him. His eyes flicker, turning cold and empty. A chilling premonition creeps up the back of Charon's neck. Who are you? I'm Paul, Fabian. No. Slowly but firmly, Fabian pulls his hand away. You're not Paul. Paul doesn't talk like that. For a moment, Charon feels as though he sees a crack at the edge of his vision. But when he blinks, it's gone.
Huh?
Fabian? Paul would never say the things you do. He was just a schoolboy, a kid fresh on the battlefield, thrust into this hell. No, you're not Paul at all. But why aren't you Paul? There's no Paul. Then, what about Anna? No one came for me, did they? No one at all. Why are you hiding your face, huh? Why are you pretending to be Paul?
No.
There is no pretending, Fabian. I really am Paul. His feeble words fall upon deaf ears. Paul didn't come. Anna didn't come. No one came. They want me to die here alone. All of them. He sinks back into the bed, his voice becoming a broken murmur as he surrenders himself to his fate. Oh dear. But you came. Whoever it is you are, you didn't call me mad. You didn't tell me Anna isn't real. And your words are kind. Why? Why would you be so kind to a stranger? A dead man.
Fabian.
I do not believe us to be strangers, Fabian. You are not alone. Yes, I am. Day and night I waited, but no one came. I've been alone all this time, and I'll die alone too. No prayers, no one at my side, just worms ready to wriggle into my body and eat me from the inside out.
No.
No, Fabian. If the end finds you, I will be with you when it comes. What? Even though we're strangers? Charon tightens his grip on the corner of his notebook. When the dead are buried, no prayers leave my lips. Death is simply the end of life. Prayers are not necessary.
Yet.
but if it comforts you, in your final moments, you need a prayer to be uttered by your side,
If it can be done,
I
it will be.
will try to give you the blessing you wish for. I do wonder if the picture is Anna, though. Maybe not. I heard your conversation. Realizing she means the words exchanged beside Fabian's bed, Charon gives a faint nod.
All right.
Ah. The field hospital's moving back tomorrow. He might survive long enough to get proper treatment back in the rear. Her gaze is hollow, like she's looking straight through Charon to someone who isn't there.
I'm sure.
You've got something to say to me, haven't you? Everything hinges on tomorrow. Now is Paul's final chance to persuade Partita to leave the front. Charon knows the one thing that might change her mind, but he hasn't had the courage to face it. But now, the words must be shaped and spoken, clearly and directly.
It was known.
A deal. Let's make a deal. You're a person who honors her promises. I will tell you the truth about Walter's death, and when the hospital withdraws tomorrow, you will return home. Promises still mean something to you, don't they? For a moment, time seems to freeze. Then it steadily ticks on. She studies Charon.
What if?
If you can't trust me, then who can you trust?
Agreed?
Do you accept? A promise, like when we were children. One you would never break. A truth too bitter for him to utter. He fears that Partita will do... he fears what Partita will do once he tells her.
Yes.
Alright, it's a deal. I won't break it, I promise. She senses what's coming, but gives nothing away. Well, hopefully it's not too bad, Walter's cause of death. Charon clenches his fists, as if summoning the strength to force the words out.
Walter died of friendly fire.
What? That's crazy. How did that happen? There's a visible crack in her expression. Who? Why?
It was a
A
mistake.
mistake. The intelligence was delayed and flawed. There was no choice but to call in a strike. I asked who? Who gave the order? You swore to keep your word. I know. Now tell me. You said you could be trusted.
I told you.
I said yes, alright? Now stop dragging this out and tell me who gave the order. It's the height of summer, yet the air hanging between them is cold.
Lieutenant Colonel Volker.
The frost descends. Friendly fire is a common pain of war. Sometimes it is unavoidable. I don't need you to explain that to me. She stiffly turns her gaze away. Charon tries to read her face, but all he sees is a brittle coldness. Do you still dream, Paul?
No.
Since coming to the front, I stopped dreaming of things that cannot be. I do. I dream of Walter. Every single night. I dream of the pond we used to play at when we were 12. Walter waits there, hoping to catch a dragonfly for me. I shout with all my strength, telling him to stop waiting, that the dragonfly will never come. But he can't hear me. So he keeps waiting, and I keep shouting, until I wake up with tears on my face. The night comes, and I dream it all over again. Maybe he's waiting for me to find him. Or maybe he wants me to get justice for what happened.
Partita.
In war, justice is always the first casualty.
Bullets find their mark. Lives end. It is inevitable.
A long silence passes. When she speaks again, Her voice is wary. I need time to think about all this. Okay, well, here's hoping Partita doesn't assassinate the lieutenant. That would be pretty bad, I guess. Let's quickly clean some stuff. I am saving clear drops, by the way. This is probably the most amount of pulls I've had at any instance of time since like a long time ago. But yeah, I'm saving because Charon's cool and all, but I'm saving because you know, I heard 3.2 has another like true limited character, which I may or may not pull, but I'm more interested in someone who was announced in CN 3.3, who is Marcia, and I would like Marcia. I would like to pull for Marcia as well. So I don't know. I will see, we'll see. And then, you know, 3.1 has like a good support for blood type teams as well. So I don't know. Lots of interesting upcoming characters, I feel. No Man's Land. I suppose you're Charon, right? Hello.
Yes.
Major Brown said you found a photo. A woman holding a bouquet of cornflowers.
Indeed.
Is it yours? No, it belongs to my friend, Fabian. Oh, I called it, kind of. I mean, there were only so many possible guesses. Fabian? Charon opens his notebook and takes a photo tucked inside. Then this woman is Anna, Fabian's wife. Sheesh. A narrow silver streak stretches across the sky. Anna is real. Fabian isn't delusional. Of course. I only just found out Fabian's in the hospital.
Yet.
His condition is weak, his will lost. He simply waits for death to take him. We can save him. The soldier before him points to the photo in his hand. Give him the photo. Tell him Anna's waiting for him at home. The soldier gives a confident smile. That kid knocked out 2 thugs at 15 for that girl. Knocked on her door with a broken hand. Then stood there, black and blue, and told her that no one would ever lay a hand on her again.
It is understood.
This must be delivered to him.
Hey!
Just as Charon prepares to leave, a distant shout draws his attention. Through the swirling fog, he makes out the shapes of soldiers rushing his way. Charon! Charon! Quick! Can you go and get Franz?
No!
Charon's too slow to react. What would he do if he ran into the enemy out there? Maybe we should just wait for Franz to find his own way back. He's been gone a day and a half. That's long enough to count him missing.
What?
Where has he gone? He heard the photo belonged to someone named Fabian, one of the boys who went missing in the southwest woods a week ago. That's right, Fabian disappeared around there. Friends went looking for him, said he wanted to see if he could find any clues. He's heading home on leave tomorrow, that's why he's gone rushing off. That place is hot as anything. Enemy scouts moved in a few days ago. We've already had a few skirmishes there.
Shoot!
Damn rat's dug in deep. We haven't been able to flush them out.
If it can be done, it will be.
Alright, I will go.
What?
Really? You mean it? Why do you think we call him Charon? He walks the front every day burying the dead and hasn't suffered so much as a scratch. Makes sense. It's not like the ferryman of the dead should be able to die himself.
Alright.
I will try to bring him back. Alright. Let's bring him back. Joe Roche, rest in peace. Maximilian Klein, rest in peace. We cannot walk backwards. Did I not just extinguish that? Or am I delusional? I swear I just extinguished that. Did I misclick? Can I reset this? Sorry, what? I think I misclicked. Oh wait, no I didn't. I didn't misclick. So I messed up, I think. Maybe if like this. Can I walk over this gap? I can't walk over the gap. Well, that sucks. Reset. Oh, this is quite puzzling actually. How do I do this? I have to go here. For sure. We only get 3 extinguishes. That's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. If I go here, remove this, come here, then I have 2. Would that work? I think it might work. What was the path I was describing again? It was like this. And then I go here. Extinguish you. And then I do this. Extinguish you. Yes, I think this works. Like this. Rest in peace, Nicholas Bender. Nice. Alright. Oh dear, what is this place? Forest in the southwest. This place looks terrible. Charon traces a fresh path. The silence feels heavy, as though something is about to pounce. The acrid air reeks of gunpowder, and the trampled brush before him speaks of a chase, or a fight. But Charon is not afraid. He walks on. The rustling leaves only the sound amid the stillness. Step by step, he moves forward until he reaches a charred oak. A pair of arms hooks his shoulder and drags him hard behind a tree. Shh! It's me! Hello, Franz! His voice is low, but his anger is unmistakable. Verdammt! You want a bullet for your skull? We're pulling out tomorrow. I'm not packing up what's left of you before I go.
It would be a great misery.
Burying you too, Franz. The owner of the photograph has been found. It's time to return. You think I'm out here for the scenery? These woods are crawling with scouts. A bullet scrapes bark and tears through the edge of Charon's coat. We should have remained silent. They track you, waiting for you to flush me out for them. What happened? Have you forgotten how to duck or something? Finding you was most important.
Franz.
Allow me to get you out of here. Bruh, Charon, we've got 0 survival instinct, maybe because we're dead. A single bullet is all it takes to expose the extent of human fragility. Charon can't comprehend it. Shouldn't Franz's first instinct to be to duck and hide while staring death in the face? Charon! Oh dear. A bullet comes from the flank, heading straight for Charon. Franz sees it instantaneously. He tackles Charon into the bush, then rolls clear. Thanks, buddy. Franz? Ugh! Verdammt! Nochmal! I don't know, bro. Blood splashes onto grass. Charon presses his palms against the wound on Franz's back.
Do not give in.
You're hurt, Franz. Why risk your life for a soldier when who is no longer a soldier? Franz ignores his wound, instead shouting in a language not his own. Priest! This man is a priest! Don't shoot! He's innocent! Oh. The only answer is another bullet. It misses, but just barely. Allow me. What the hell are you talking about? Bruh, Charon, what are we doing? Ignoring Franz, Charon stands and takes the bullet. Does he bleed? Franz stares wide-eyed as it hits the tree behind him. Oh, it just went through him? He turns to Charon to find a clean bullet hole torn through his coat. Oh, what? The bullet went straight through him. Oh, maybe his clothes aren't immune, I guess. What? What are you? A hollow. The soldier realizes beneath all that fabric lies nothing but emptiness. Oh. Is that why he's got gloves? Because there's just nothing underneath there. That's crazy. That can't be. The priest is not even the flesh and blood. That's crazy. Charon, you! Charon has already spotted the enemy hidden among the trees. Caught between disbelief and dread, the enemy falters. He fires again and again, but all that comes of it are more holes in the coat. This is jarring. I thought there was a body underneath there, like his dead body.
You cannot kill what is not alive.
This is crazy. After a beat of silence, the enemy turns and flees. Charon reaches for the bandages in his coat, but Franz stands and steps back. You can't die, can you? His voice is colder than ever.
No, neither living nor dead. This vessel endures without pain, but it can be destroyed.
Oh, how can it be destroyed? That's not what I mean. My God, your sluggishness makes my skin crawl.
Apologies.
Franz, for the injury. Charon, we've been through enough in this damn hell together, haven't we? I respected you, so I didn't ask why you wrapped yourself up like some madman. Why the hell didn't you say something? You wanted me to die for nothing? Or just to laugh at me for trying to save you?
No.
That was not my intention.
It is difficult for me to understand what I have become.
Understand what you've become? You read too many books, or you just lost your mind. What does understanding yourself have to do with any of this? I trusted you, Charon. I thought we were brothers in arms.
Franz.
Enough! I have nothing else to say to you. Damn. Thankfully, the bullet barely scraped Franz. He lifts his rifle and walks away alone. Charon stands in the undergrowth, his hand slowly dropping from his pocket. Well, that sucks. That's very unfortunate. Let's press on. Part 7, Burn to Ashes. That doesn't sound ideal, does it? Partita, you and Franz had a fight. He was wounded. I brought him back. He avoids answering the question. Partita opens her mouth, but her face quickly darkens. Charon turns his head. Oh, hello, Volker. These past few days have been treating you well? You'll be busy tomorrow when the hospital clears out.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Guten Tag. Herr Oberstleutnant. May it pass without incident. Even Charon, often criticized for his slowness, senses something unusual.
Why?
You are unarmed. Not every day you see an unarmed officer in the trenches, eh? He smiles. The war will be over soon. I'm just waiting for retirement. My granddaughter's due any day now. Oh, is this gonna maybe convince Partita to not assassinate him, maybe? I'd rather not carry a gun again. Maybe I'll never need to. This is a bit deliberate, though. Your wife's letter. I remember a pub, laughter and beer to replace bullets and blood. Yes, she knows me well. Once I give up this uniform, all I want is to run a simple pub. Chatting with regulars, cracking jokes, a few hands of scat. I'll wave a tab here and there, give them reason to bring all their friends and family around.
Franz.
Would certainly come. Tell him to come then. I'll serve him up a bratwurst, free of charge. We've been at war too long. It's time to remember how we used to live. Charon glances at Partita. She stands quietly nearby. Partita knows what he wants to say, but she can't stop herself. Lieutenant Colonel Volker, you ordered that shelling, didn't you? Even though the intelligence was wrong, you killed your own men. You killed my fiancé, Walter. Volker turned slightly to face her. A girl who could have attended school alongside my daughter, and yet she looks at me like I'm the enemy. Well, I suppose I deserve it, though I've rarely had such an encounter. There are surely thousands of girls like me throughout the fatherland. You just haven't met them yet. Yes, you're right. I've prepared myself for that. You'd better have. The Lieutenant Colonel's gaze follows every trace of coldness and hatred on her face. He smiles bitterly. Walter was young, but he had a good head on his shoulders. A sharp and thoughtful lad. Yep, one you killed, by the way. When he first arrived, he wouldn't even fire his weapon. But he certainly was no coward. Don't you dare try to play on my emotions. We're just a threat on a tank, Partita. We're ordered to advance, and we'll crush everything in our path. On the front, it's win or die. And when someone dies out here, it's never just one person who pays the price. I regret Walter's death, more than the men who ordered the advance.
Shoot.
So you're shifting the blame now, telling me it's some other bastard's fault? Of course not. War is a river of hatred and death. I stepped into it. I must accept the price. If you want to kill me, so be it. But you'll have to step into that river too. So, Partita, if you're ready for everything that comes with that, then pull the trigger. I won't stop you. Damn. Partita's lips tremble. She tries to speak, but the words fail to come. The lieutenant colonel turns and barks the name of a nearby sergeant. The firearm you asked for has arrived, Partita. I've come to deliver it to you myself. She takes a pistol and lightly tests its weight in her hand. Charon watches as the lieutenant colonel leaves, then turns to Partita,
He's an old man.
awaiting his retirement. Oh, so you're going to preach to me too?
Taking his life will only cause you to suffer.
That's it, Paul. Get it all out. After all, how often do you get the chance to sound so noble?
Remember our deal?
When the field hospital leaves, you leave the battlefield. Well, it hasn't left yet, so technically, you know. She keeps her eyes on the pistol, perhaps studying its parts, or perhaps lost elsewhere. With everything that's happened, is there even anywhere for me to go back to? I hunted for the truth behind Walter's death, because I needed the reason to live. Even if that reason was absurd, or based purely on hatred. But Volker still gets to go home.
Go anywhere, except
Partita.
the battlefield.
Partita, you can go anywhere you wish, anywhere but this battlefield.
I don't know.
I have nowhere to go. Nothing else to live for.
The meaning of life. These words are empty.
Why people choose to live is something beyond my grasp. But the soldiers who walk beside me choose it every day.
Some are eager to return to their families.
Others dream of tending gardens after the war.
It is another way to live.
For some, even drowning themselves in schnapps from dusk till dawn is a reason to carry on living.
The living set goals, and death laughs. But you must have one, all the same.
You simply need to find it. Not everyone can bear the end of pain. Not everyone can bear this kind of pain, or the torment of the endless questions without answers. Paul, you know better than anyone that none of this means a thing. You already admitted as much. You're only saying this because you pity me. Maybe the reason for living is ridiculous, but is enduring suffering purely for the sake of living any better? With a flick of her wrist, the magazine ejects. She empties it, leaving only one bullet. She puts the rest into Charon's pocket, then lifts her gaze to meet his. Her eyes are calm. Time for me to go. No, don't do it! Charon, don't let her do it. Oh, hello, Willem. Please save us. Why is everyone looking so grim? The soldier cuts into the conversation. The hospital is moving out. The time has come for us to part ways. Did you give that photo to Fabian? He will see it soon. Good. Give my best to him, won't you? Have you seen Volker about? He is down in the bunker. Alright. Partita takes a few steps backward as she tries to slip away unnoticed. Ah, well, his gun's fixed. Good as new. I brought it back for him. Seems the lieutenant colonel only trusts his own pistol. He refused to accept any of the spares. His words hang heavy in the air. Wait, so he's not quitting? He's not retiring? He was lying. He's still a soldier.
What do you mean?
He's still a soldier after all. Oh, Wilhelm just exposed it. Oh no. Oh no. Now he's gonna die. Volker's gonna get assassinated. It's over. Oh dear. I thought he said he was done with all this. He said he wasn't carrying a weapon because the war was ending and he was going home. Huh? What are you two talking about? It looks like he's just heard a joke he doesn't understand. He's not retiring, he's just moving to the rear. Why would he quit now? They're putting him up for a medal. He'll be a full colonel by fall. The fog in Charon's mind thickens.
You guessed at what you don't know, don't you, really?
Charon, I'm the man's orderly, for heaven's sake. I know him. Well, it's over, Volker. It's time to die. Perhaps at this moment, Charon shouldn't be questioning Willem. Perhaps he should be watching Partita. It's too late, bro. The damn liar! The sneaky two-faced swine! But would stopping her really change anything? Also, I hope that wasn't too loud. It might peak the mic. Sorry.
Partita!
Partita! She slips into the bunker as swift as a breeze. Words enter Charon's mind in a stampede. The world starts to spin. The world starts to spin. Walter is dead. Friendly fire, they said, but nothing about it was friendly. Not when they dropped it while we advanced. We're damped! Why didn't I pull him into the crater when I had the chance? Okay, I can't read that fast. Goddamn Himmel! What did I tell Partita? What did I tell his mother? I lived. And Walter died! Or should I tell them I'm sorry, that he should have been the one who lived? It's true, it should have been him. He was the one who kept us going, kept us smiling. In the echo of the shot, it all falls silent. The noise, the whispers, the thoughts, everything. Charon sees the lieutenant colonel clutching his chest, red pouring out from between his fingers. Well, GG, buddy. Yeah, I shouldn't have lied, buddy. Huh? You made it worse. Well, now you've got a hole in your chest. Sucks to be you. Partita turns to Charon, her face now calm and distant. Both the living and the dead fall silent. Well, GG. Well, lol. Can't say he didn't deserve it, to be honest. Bro tried to sneak out of it. Good thing Willem was there to tell us the truth. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Partita though. Is she gonna get like executed? Field of tragedies. Let's go. Man. Pride killed him in the end. His lies became the bullet that struck him down. But it is all meaningless now. Do you wish you'd stopped her?
It was unclear.
I don't know. Partita's set to be executed before the hospital pulls out today. Yep, as I kinda suggested. No one in the company was willing to pull the trigger. So we drew straws. Franz pulled the short one. Damn, Franz as well, he's gonna leave, bro. A heavy silence falls. No one in this world will ever know Charon's expression in this moment. What happened with that photograph? We still haven't given it.
Is dead.
What? He will be put to rest beside the others in the hospital that could not return home. Bro, what? We're actually all just clowns, bro. How did all this occur? Man. We couldn't even tell him at the end that he wasn't delusional. His commander and friend casts him a silent glance, unsure of what to say. Upon return to the field hospital, he was already gone.
He did not know
The
that
photograph-
Anna was waiting for him at home.
The photograph ultimately failed to find its way into his hands. He died never knowing that Anna awaited him at home. Eberhard, finally overcoming his indecision, pulls a crumpled letter from his pocket and hands it to Carl. Willem gave me this letter. It came in from the rear this morning. Their house, Fabian's and his wife's, burned down about a week ago. Oh my god. What? Why? Bad news reaches the rear every day. Not everyone in the fatherland can bear the waiting. Fabian. I say.
Vows were broken.
He was alone when death came for him. What is done cannot be undone, nor can it be changed.
All that can be done
Franz
is to
Shield.
apologize.
Every struggle is but the death rattle of the dying. Franz shielded a ghost from a bullet, but all that can be done is to apologize.
That
Fate
no
had chose her
longer has
path.
meaning.
Ours is a deal that no longer has meaning. This is the crashing wave of the era. None may stand against it.
Nothing
Nothing.
of what is done here has any meaning at all.
We have lost our compass, our anchor. Now we drift upon the waves unto death. You're not sorry you didn't stop her.
Yes,
Correct.
yet,
But
I regret that Walter could not be saved.
bro, that sucks. That sucks. Everyone's dead. And I guess this was implying that Anna burned the house down with herself in it, I guess. And Fabian caught the news, and that's why he's gone mad. The soldiers escorting the withdrawal linger nearby, chatting and rolling cigarettes between their fingers. Partita sits quietly off to the side, back straight, gaze unwavering. As Charon approaches, the soldiers flanking Partita rise and give him a brave nod. Charon offers them 2 packs of cigarettes. They politely decline and leave. The weather's nice today. Not like the day you and Walter left, all rain and fog. I could hardly make out your faces through the car window back then.
Partita.
Have you found peace? She smiles. Peace? Throw a handful of dirt into the abyss, and all you hear is the echo. That's all there is. Enough about me, Paul. What about you? Will you keep burying the fallen?
Yes.
This road knows no end. As long as war remains, so shall it continue. You never talked like that before you became a soldier. So, you came to the front to become a philosopher, did you? No. What happened, Paul? You haven't cracked a single joke since we ran into each other again? You've turned dull.
Apologies.
Laughter's toll feels unbearably heavy now.
Even among the dead, there are those that cannot rest.
Okay.
Well, at least you can still make fun of yourself, even if you do sound serious. The soldiers begin to stir, their eyes drifting toward the 2 of them. Martita notices and stares back at them. You know, I'm not some clueless little Frolin, don't you? You know I'm not some clueless little Frolin, don't you?
Yes.
Of course.
Uh...
I figured something out about you. Something you haven't realized, or maybe refused to acknowledge.
What?
It's nothing.
It doesn't matter. Thank you, Charon. His fingers twitch slightly. I hope I'm not the last person to see the pain inside you. I hope you one day find who you truly are. Oh, that's nice. There's no me left to find. That is what he wishes he could say, but the words fail to materialize. She stands up and walks toward the soldiers.
Partita.
She doesn't look back. Charon rushes as Franz picks up his rifle, noticing his stare. Franz turns away, as stiff as cold as stone. Something stirs in the space where his innards should be, and spreads through every inch of him. Each throbbing wave of it racks Charon with unease, but all he can do is watch as Franz loads the bullet. Franz's expression is blurred, distant, unfamiliar, as though he's hiding behind a soldier's mask to execute his duty. Fire! Rest in peace. And just like that, it's done. Franz doesn't even glance at Charon. He simply slips into the line of soldiers and boards the transport. The convoy roars to life, grinding over scorched ground and dying weeds. Silence returns. Only the dead remain, awaiting his hand to bury them beneath the earth. Fabian, Partita, countless others, the young, tortured faces of war. He walks alone to meet them, to carry out his last and only duty. He raises the shovel and plunges it into the earth. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Partita, to Fabian, Anna, the Colonel, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. What a devastating story, dude. Oh my god. Everyone's dead. Well, let's quickly claim this, and then we can move on to Semmelweis' story. But damn, there's a lot of speaking in these, and my throat's already struggling. What is this? We got an achievement somehow. Nice. Spectacular. Okay. Sure, I'll claim this as well while I'm here. Why not? And then now let's go ahead and check out Semmelweis' anecdote. This one's shorter, I believe. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I want to unlock that just yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these it says I've completed these, but really I just skipped through all of them to get rewards back then. So don't worry. I haven't done any of these except Diggers for yeah, I did Diggers because, you know, he was at the Panopticon, and I believe also like somewhere in on the island of Charon. Anyways, where is bro, how blind am I? Where is, oh, there she is. All right, let's check it out. Yesterday to today, tomorrow. I don't know, what is this? I'm assuming this will be like maybe a snippet of Semmelweis' past. Let's see. What she will be the day after tomorrow, even she doesn't know. Let's check it out. The third circumstance. What does that even mean? Is that the name of the whole, like, anecdote? The choice for Semmelweis each morning is, in itself, rather simple, to waken or not. And if she does choose to get up, the first thought in her mind would prescribe just what kind of awakening today will bring. There are 3 such awakenings for her. The first and best is one that launches her rapidly into action. A thought, sometimes brought up from her dreams, that reveals an unconsidered path, or a fresh view of an older task. If she is lucky, she might uncover a new clue, like finding the missing piece to a long-forgotten puzzle. The second is decidedly less pleasant. It comes as a gripping anxiety that clutches hard in her chest, reminding her in dramatic fashion that she is still alive, whether she likes it or not. As for the third, we're about to experience it. We're in the artificial somnambulism? Oh wait, sorry, rehab center. Sorry, every time I see that...
Hey!
What's up, Emil? Captain, you're finally awake. Apparently you've been sleeping for nearly 14 hours. Oh, damn. I'm fairly sure we've seen this guy in A Series of Dusk. Only briefly, though. Semmelweis sits up from the bed, her nightmares fading like distant echoes absorbed into the sterile walls around her. Emil stands, cradling a brown paper bag in his left arm. Its contents nearly spilling out show themselves to be otherwise unremarkable groceries, which he takes as accompanied by the clinking of bottles.
Looks like...
Are you about to throw a party here?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Wait, this is her new outfit, right? This is her This is her post beyond, like, transformation outfit, kind of. So, this should be after A Series of Dusk. Unless I'm wrong. I advise you to reconsider. Because, doesn't Semmelweis put this outfit on after encountering Valentina? I'm fairly sure she does.
But...
Go ahead, ask me to leave, but you ought to know, I'm not that easy to get rid of.
So...
The place isn't exactly just around the block. I thought that I'd bring as many supplies as I could. When was this anecdote available, though? How recent was this?
And?
You're recovering quite well, Captain. Seems like you've managed to pass the first test. They haven't labeled you a dangerous patient. You should be in the clear now that you've passed the rejection phase after your transformation. Okay, so yeah, this is after the transformation. It's only just begun. I've been battling headaches and drifting in and out of consciousness. When I wake, Fishbowl Face permits me only to stare up at the ceiling. Oh, Fishbowl Face. Is that Ulrich? Fishbowl Face? Yeah, it's Ulrich. The individual responsible for my health. I have as yet resisted the urge to ask if that helmet makes her neck crooked. Wait, is it not Ulrich? Wait, who else? Where's the fishbowl head? If you want to survive, you're going to have to listen to the doctor's orders, Captain. No two ways about it. The Foundation needs you.
Of course.
I know that. Besides, these present restrictions have made me appreciate the little joys of life all the more. Semmelweis grabs a bottle of water from Emil's bag and takes a long, gulping drink from it, catching Emil looking over at her with a raised eyebrow. You know what? Stay hydrated, guys, because my throat is going to get cooked. You have some thoughts on my appearance? What about her appearance? I swear she looks exactly the same as you did. Like, but in a different outfit.
No.
Oh no, not at all. Well, how can I put it? It's like seeing glimpses of the old you beneath a more savage exterior.
I'm not sure that.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw you smile. Oh, damn. It has never been my habit to smile without reason. She kinda looks like she has a resting, like, slight smile, though. But this is different. You're still you, but there's a completely different persona, too. It's a little strange, is all.
That's all.
I think perhaps you're just remembering this old me. Emil shakes his head, hiding the curve of an expectant grin.
Here's the case.
You know, they reassigned me after the storm. I'm a logistics driver now. Damn. A driver?
I see.
Yeah. I get a feeling they didn't think too highly of my work at the Foundation. So I've made a few mistakes, forgot to adjust my comms on a mission or two. We've announced our position on the public channel. Nothing major. Yeah. Just some chill mistakes, you know? But hey, I should just stick to what I know best. Working on cases with you, Captain.
That's surprising.
I thought you didn't care for work that made you perspire. It doesn't matter. It's what I'm good at. That and driving. Oh, by the way, my driving assessment is next week. I've been cramming all the names and routes every chance I get.
Maybe
Maybe all that recklessness is why the Foundation called me back after the storm. So I could return to doing what I'm good at. Playing the game. You mean like sneaking in past visiting hours to visit a high-profile patient? It's not sneaking. I give a heads up to the Laplace staff who usually ride with me.
here's the case.
Besides, what would the Foundation even care about the movements of a logistics driver? All I do is chauffeur our staff around, besides a few odd occasions where I'm called to cooperate. Sure, I don't always play by the rules, but haven't I delivered results? Especially with driving. If you keep being as clueless as you are now, whatever happens next will be on you, Emil. Thanks, Captain. Duly noted.
At least...
Anyway, I learned a lot under your command in the past, and I'm still committed to doing my job well, especially when it comes to your health, Captain.
So...
Anyway, I see it's time for your checkup. Remember to follow the doctor's advice and eat healthy. I make no promises. I cannot stand the very idea of healthish foods. They go against my dietary beliefs. Sure. Semmelweis arrives punctually as usual. Arrives where? Fishbowl face fidgets with her headgear as she speaks. A tinge of worry, perhaps. She speaks haltingly, bouncing over each word. Oh, hello, Fishbowl face. Okay, it's just a generic doctor, my bad. Did you sleep well last night?
I'm sorry.
No, the screens returned, and in my nightmares I was killing people.
But
for now, the monster is still hiding under the bed. It could be much worse.
here is the case.
Okay, the days ahead will be tougher. Each new episode will begin soon after the last one ends.
What if...
Firstly, you should take your blood supplements on time. Well, they aren't a replacement for real blood. They are nothing like blood. If you'll pardon me, Doctor, I would prefer to spare my stomach. You've been abstaining from blood for 48 days now. Damn. Yes, life is ever a mix of hardships and misfortunes, isn't it? Will I be permitted to leave soon?
Calm down.
The timekeeper has already signed your discharge papers, Someone will be in touch with you soon. Oh.
But
However, your photosensitivity has gotten markedly worse. You should be careful to avoid any exposure to sunlight at all. Oh dear. And about the burns, we can't let that happen again. Do you remember my instructions? Semmelweis raises her hands to brush her thick long hair aside, covering the scars on her neck. Oh, yikes. Yes, of course.
wait,
Also, remember to take the injections I gave you. If you continue to abstain, it will make your days easier.
listen.
Best case scenario is that it will satisfy your thirst for a while. However, in the worst case, it might make the beast more eager for power and control. And is there any way to be rid entirely of this vampirism? Oh, here we go again. The same old thing from every patient. You can't stand the smallest amount of uncertainty. The diagnosis must be definitive. The condition has to be curable.
Here is the case.
Sometimes there is no easy answer, and it has nothing to do with the complexity or the cause or the limitations of our profession. We may never be able to determine a permanent solution to your condition. There simply might not be one.
But
We're still trying. We've made efforts to find solutions with all the technology available to us.
what if?
If there were to be a way to make your blood repair itself, theoretically, you could function without needing to siphon new human blood. Oh.
Maybe.
The greatest discoveries in human history have often come as accidents. It could be that your solution is just under our noses, so to speak.
You're right.
Not that you're right. Well, here's hoping. Her room is strange now, absent both visitors and voices, and bathed in sterile, cold light. She returns to the memory of her first arrival, how she felt she had stepped into a maze of mirrors by mistake. Only now when she looks into those mirrors, there is no reflection there to meet her, only cascading emptiness, like she isn't there at all. In some way, it makes her more self-conscious than ever before, as though she were projected onto every space without a mirror instead. It makes her feel unclean. The underlying principle behind it is unclear, but feels as though it was something gnawing at her from the outside, covering her from head to toe. A second skin she longs to rub off. It hadn't been very long since the first symptoms appeared, that instinctive thirst, followed by a surge of impulses. They have grown. Now she can scarcely walk past a new face without suppressing the urges inside her. She felt them even when she woke this very morning, looking at her email. As earnestless, only adding to her exhaustion. She'll not be able to keep another drop of that bottled water down. She thirsts for blood, fresh and flowing. Did I escape transformation only to face a lifetime hidden in the shadows, or will I die of thirst before all else? Her insistence on abstaining from blood begins to feel all the more nonsensical. Perhaps, she reasons, it is only that she does not want the scrutiny, the suspicion that would come with it. Her reasons are never a matter of principle. She is a woman of practicality. That is true. If she has any principle at all, it is this. When she says something, she means it. No wavering, no alternations, no compromise. It's always something, isn't it? She folds the health report into her pocket, where a communicator has begun to vibrate. This is Semmelweis.
My friend.
Hello, Miss Semmelweis. We understand you've received your discharge notice, is that correct? Correct. May I ask when I will be able to officially begin my work?
I'm not sure that.
Actually, that's why I'm calling. Before we get into details, I need to confirm with you about your rest days. What rest days? Do we need to take, like, occasional rest days? To, take care of our vampirism or something? What is this? Okay. This is like some extra notes, I guess, for the thing. Sorry. Oh, I wanted to check, okay, whatever. Let's press on. Part 2, the newcomer. Who's the newcomer? Are we joining Team Timekeeper right here? Where are we? Ring Road. The sun has quickly followed the rain, causing humid vapor to rise up over the puddles on the road. The paper reads March 31st and reports in bold print that Vienna's tourism industry had hit its first peak. Another article boasts of Jeanette, the renowned dessert, chocolate, and sugar art master, who would soon debut her new creations at the Easter celebration. The column on page 3 announces that the investigation into the missing egg artists is still ongoing. 3 egg artists vanish, an artistic exodus or a mysterious kidnapper on the loose. Another sensationalist headline. It is Sunday, but the shops have been open for the Easter holiday. Festive songs fill the bustling ring road. Coming back to Vienna feels in some ways like watching a rerun on television. The same places, same roads, same blinding sunlight, and nearly the same people. It seems that the city has not lost much in being washed by the storm. For her, the sunlight is a real problem. It pierces through her cheap sunglasses, intensifying what has been a dull headache. That's annoying. What are we doing here, though, in Vienna? Oh, flashback. It's quiet here. Is everyone on holiday?
Here is the case.
It's always like this for Easter.
But
Thankfully, things are usually quiet this time of year, but that doesn't mean Vienna's citizens aren't exposed to a danger, especially when it comes to our field agents and cases involving arcane events.
that's right.
It's big news. You should see the headlines in the newspapers.
That's weird.
There have been several disappearances over the past month, involving Vienna's 3 most famous Easter egg artists, Elena Hall, Martina Kame, and Nora Alstern. Brad, no way. They vanished from their studios without trace of forensic evidence left behind. No fingerprints, no footprints, not even a single hair. They were all key members of the local artists guild. However, testimonies from other guild members revealed their relationship to one another had become somewhat rocky. The papers have been speculating that their disappearances might involve some kind of personal conflict.
That's strange.
Missing artists, rocky relationships, all vanished without a trace. It makes sense why the newspapers are so eager, but why would it involve us?
Here is the case.
The investigators found a grayish-black powder at the scene that doesn't originate from the region. Analysis confirmed it as a byproduct of burning mycelium. Why are we burning mycelium? Yes, I read about it in the Amber Manual, commonly used to make paint, but if burned produces a halogenic dust, to be handled according to arcanum procedures. Under normal circumstances, this material wouldn't circulate in human society, yet here it is in Vienna. It clearly has a link to the disappearances. I'm prepared to take on this task, but given that the case involves unknown arcanists and possibly the Beyonds, not to mention hazardous materials, I request a return of my...
No.
I'm sorry, Miss Semmelweis. We won't be able to provide you with your regular equipment for this investigation. Unlucky. And why is that? The quartermaster is on vacation. Bruh. What a Scully emoji excuse.
So,
If you should run into any arcanists, or precisely the Beyonds, try to avoid direct confrontations, and contact the Foundation right away. Bruh. Well, we low-key can't fight. Fine, this won't be a challenge.
hi.
You are definitely a Beyond. You are definitely a Beyond. Who the flip are you? You've got the most scary eyes. You are 100% a Beyond. There's no way you're not. There's just no way you're not. Excuse me, miss. Would you like to buy a poem? Imagine we see Valentina again. You know how hyped that would be? I know it isn't much, but I need money to find a place to stay for the night. A disheveled woman is approaching her with hobbled steps, her voice weak and low. Our eyes met, as if you could see straight through Semmelweis' shaded lenses. Sorry, I don't think I can help you. Please, miss, have some sympathy. Have you ever had to sleep on the streets, cold and terrified, in some dark corner?
I must say.
I have, yes. But supposing I did spare you some change, what would you do with it? I need medicine. What for? Burns, miss. Like sunlight burns, maybe. The woman lifts a strand of hair, and Semmelweis follows her spindled fingers to the horrific burn scars formed around her eyes. Oh, those are scars, my bad. The sight elicits some unusual sense of sympathy from her. She passes the woman a not insubstantial bill from her bag. Thank you. Happy Easter and enjoy the game. What game? Easter egg hunting?
Hmm?
Huh? I suppose you don't know then. Never mind, miss. It's only what we say here during the holiday. The woman leaves and Semmelweis looks down at the poem she has offered her. Fearless souls wield the needle sharp, dancing with fire, yet untouched by its spark. With a beam of light, let shadows depart. Time stretches as we bridge the space apart. What could this mean? Time stretches? Interesting. It's obviously nonsense, a useless trifle. I suppose she uses that line on everyone. I guess. Semmelweis doesn't like walking the ring road anymore. It is more for vehicles now than pedestrians. Although Emil did kind of say something about a game, no? But I think, no, he was just saying he's back in the game, like, in the Foundation, like logistics driving maybe. She prefers the Kärntnerstrasse instead, though chiefly because the shade from its buildings covers most of the sidewalk. On the street, reporters in festive attire are broadcasting live, hyping up tomorrow's Easter egg parade. The Easter egg hunt is in full swing, with each and every egg specially handcrafted by the Artists Guild. Oh, Artists Guild. Citizens who discovered eggs can open them alongside the finder of the treasure egg during our citywide festival. A small cluster of people gathers around a shooting gallery as a man concentrates intensely, aiming a dart gun. The dart flies out, and Semmelweis watches as the prize jiggles, then drops. Nice shot, buddy. I got it. Did you see that, huh?
Great.
I did. Great shot, darling. Hey, miss. Care to play a few rounds? Bro's asking us. Bruh. She shakes her head dismissively, her sense of deja vu intensifying with each step. Tucking herself beneath the wide, shaded awning of a restaurant, she removes her sunglasses to watch for a moment as people in traffic drift past her. Nearby, the joyful laughter of children running and playing fills the air. Quite suddenly, one of the boys falls on the sidewalk, and an Easter egg rolls from his hand toward her. Ow! Ouch! Only a moment passes before the scent of the child's blood reaches her. Uh-oh. It awakens that familiar craving, welling like a deep desire inside her chest. It has not been the first time since her transformation, but this time the craving is much stronger and harder to control. She is desperately thirsty for blood. No. Semmelweis walks towards the child, reaching out her hand, but the child suddenly puffs its cheeks and spits blood. The blood splatters on her face. All goes dark. Oh dear. Why'd you do that? Why'd you spit blood, kid? That's not normal. She is engulfed in red black, her heartbeat pounding violently, frantically, up through her neck. Well, that's not good. She stares into the child's wide eyes. His mouth is open, contorting with pain and fear. A hand, her own, is clutching his neck. Oh, that explains why he's choking blood. Well, there's blood now. It pours out from the wound along his throat. The wound she made. He screams, but no sound escapes from his gurgling throat. Yet somehow she hears it, reverberating in her ears, and up from her throat like it were coming from her own body.
Help!
No, stop! Help! How are we doing? I can sense your excitement. All that blood really gets you going, doesn't it? Valentina, are you actually here, or is this just like, you know, a nice little vision?
Help me!
Mom, help me, help! Shut up! Bella! Bella, I thought we got rid of you. How much longer can you hold out? Your hunger cannot go unsated forever. Did we not get rid of Bella? Oh, I guess... I guess it depends on the canon ending, right? Actually... I don't remember the first ending, actually. Did we get rid of Bella? I swear we did. And that's why you're so magnificent. Because just like me, you can't resist. Shut up! She snaps as if addressing someone else. There's something wet and sticky pouring over her hands. Blood. His blood. The boy seems to melt in her hands, transforming into red ooze that drips, then flows onto the ground. Did I do this? Suddenly, nauseous, she watches his face form again on the blood surface. The face then morphs into Valentina's, then Bella's. The child, Valentina, Bella, all in a relentless cycle, their faces growing more twisted and deformed, like eerie masks mocking her. The blood creeps onto her feet, climbing up to her knees. From the depths, a low growl beckons her to join. They gnash their teeth, gnawing at her skin, clawing at her legs, roaring and howling until her knees buckled beneath her. No. You need blood. Just a little taste. Then we won't bother you anymore. We'll lie at your feet like faithful hounds.
No.
No. The child's face appears again, and Semmelweis reaches out impatiently toward it, eager to tear it apart, but she grasps nothing. At that moment, her vision blurs away entirely. She strains her eyes, but nothing returns her. Her world becomes a blur of red panic, her own screams echoing in her ears.
No.
No! We got old Semmelweis. This outfit was pretty cool as well, by the way. Pretty cute. A sharp ringing fills her ears, drowning out her own voice. The red before her eyes turns white, and soon all sound and images fade. Her vision clears and she sees her hand. It is gripping the child's shoulder tightly. She swallows hard. Oh my god.
Hmm?
You okay, miss? Oh, we didn't choke the kid out. Let's go.
Oh.
Yes.
Never mind.
I'm fine. Can you stand up by yourself?
Thank you.
I think so. The child gets up, then runs over to his fallen Easter egg. It is entirely black, a color she has never seen on an Easter egg before. Where did you find his egg?
Here's the case.
Oh, you're not from Vienna, are you? This is the best part of the whole festival.
No.
Right now there are Easter eggs hidden all over the city. Everyone is out hunting for them.
Look at this.
This is just one of the eggs I found. My goal is to find the treasure egg. They say whoever finds it will receive the apostles. Oh my god, not the flipping apostles, bro. Not the flipping apostles of brotherhood. The apostles brotherhood, man. Can't believe the apostles being mentioned at this time of day. Apostles blessing. What's that? I guess it's some kind of special surprise prepared by the egg makers. Oh my god, the Artist Guild is also potentially part of the Apostles Brotherhood.
You are...
My mama says they're God's messengers, like angels, and anyone could be one. Are you an angel, miss?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm no angel. Since you've already found such a unique egg, you must know where the treasure egg is hidden, don't you? I can't tell you that. You've got to find it for yourself, miss. So, it's a secret. The biggest secret of the whole festival. I can only tell you the most important rule. The clues to the treasure egg are hidden on each egg. So we need to find our own egg. Semmelweis passes the child on the shoulder as she stands, noticing it now that she is directly over a storm drain. Besides blood, what else can quench her thirst? Water. If only temporarily. And any water will do. Rainwater, river water, perhaps even this water. Can we not drink out of the storm drain?
Wait.
Miss, take this.
Why? I see.
Well, I guess you look like you need it. You seem a bit tired, miss. I thought you were going to fall over.
It's nothing.
Anyways, it's yours now. I'll find another one soon, so giving you this one is no big deal. Are you sure? I should warn you, you might miss out on the treasure egg because of this. And this stranger you're being so generous to could be a devil in disguise. Ha! Really? Ha, we'll see.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the game! Semmelweis watches the child run back to the crowd, feeling the curious gazes of her many onlookers. She puts on a polite smile, attempting to disarm their looks of concern before donning her sunglasses once more and making a quick exit. Dreadful, bloody dreadful. Why am I hiding again? She stifles a faint whimper from her throat. How had the monster within turned her into this? How had just touching that child triggered those murderous hallucinations? Thinking about what she was capable of that child's life fading away in her hands in such vivid and grotesque detail, she can't help but shiver. She's realized now, it is not a beast to be tamed, it is caged, and eventually it will tear out from inside of her. And when it does, it will claim all that's left of her rational mind. Alright. Okay. Whenever I do the Marcus and Mulder story quest, character quest, story, I'm definitely gonna do them separately. And then maybe, I don't know about the other ones, because I have to say a lot of stuff here. Damned all because of this blood ban she imposed on herself, limiting both pleasure and pain, holding her back from true freedom. If she is damned either way, then to hell with this blood ban. Oh damn. Semmelweis looks up to the sky. Birds are flying across the blue canvas above. Spring is a time for new life and a time to hunt.
Do it quick.
Time to move. Okay, we're just gonna what? Assault some people and suck their blood? Is that what we're doing? Oh, where are we? Wait, this is where we found that record. Oh wait, no, we're in Norna's Easter studio, my bad. The situation in Elena and Martina's house each match the reports from the police investigation, and there aren't many clues. There aren't any new clues, sorry. I'll have to hope that Nora Ostern's place will have something. Semmelweis slips gently under the checkered tape, and she reaches the other side and begins her investigation. The grey-black walls seem to absorb every hint of color. Graffiti is scrawled across them with a single repeating word, Easter. Have we checked the egg yet, Semmelweis? She sweeps her eyes over the scene. What stands out most is the oppressive atmosphere within the house. Its windows tightly sealed and curtains drawn, enveloping it in a near total darkness. A house like this, it seems unusual for a kidnapping. Too dark, too inaccessible. Yeah, it had to be targeted rather than random. She draws back the curtains, letting moonlight spill into the room. She immediately takes notice of the crack in the window and follows its trail to a circular gap. Was this a method of entry? No, it can't be. There's no way to open the window from here. And that crack is old and worn. This was made before the kidnapping. Why was it left without repair? Nora Ostern's workbench casts moonlit shadows on the carpet. Papers are scattered haphazardly over her tools. The front panel of the drawer appears to have been burst open, with a letter opener left sticking in the lock. Oh. This was forced open. These files likely came from inside. An orphanage, Vienna University, and various shops on the Korntnerstrasse. These are client orders. She continues slipping through and finds a group photo of the artist killed under the last file. In the center of the photo is Nora. Elena and Martina stand on either side, hands resting on their shoulders. Nora is trying hard to appear happy in the photo, but there's something in her smile that seems forced. This photo was taken a month ago. They must have already been working on their designs by then. She puts the photo back and continues her inspection. Under the workbench on the carpet, she finds a shattered egg. Picking up a piece of the shard, she holds it up to the moonlight. Black, much like the one the child gave me before. Then this is Nora Ostern's design.
What on earth is she trying to do?
But why would she make black eggs? Do they have some special meaning? Huh? Wait, the color here seems off. Under the moonlight, she can see through the thin shell of the shard, except for some speckled spots that don't reflect any light. She touches a spot with her thumb. It is slightly damp with a pungent, tantalizing scent. Blood. Quite fresh too, but to whom does it belong? The shard cracks suddenly under her finger's pressure, its surface bursting apart. There is another scent now. The smell is burning. She flicks off the fragment, steadying herself against the edge of the table. Her facial muscles spasm out of control, and from her contorted mouth she begins to laugh, but her eyes betray no sense of joy. Perhaps due to it only being a small shard, the effects wear off quickly. What the hell? Oh, it's burning mycelium. It's mycelium, so. Then it's laced into the egg's coating, but what's happening to me? Let me see. There are small bloodstains on the remaining shards, and recent too. They must have smashed the egg and hurt themselves. They were sloppy about it too. Must have been in a hurry. So who could it be? If I had been the kidnapper, why would they leave any trace of their blood behind? And if it had been Nora herself, how did she escape? And why would she return here and not go to the police? And if it was Neighbor, then who else would have come here and left in such a hurry?
I see.
To answer these questions, I must find out whose blood this is. And to try my arcane skill. Oh. Semmelweis arcane skill. She closes her eyes, concentrating, trying to focus on the scent of the blood, just like she had practiced in the hospital ward. Now she can vividly recreate any scent she has encountered before. The sense is sharper than ever. Images flash inside her eyelids. Whose blood is it? When she opens her eyes again, the scent materializes as a trail in the air. Perhaps I can still catch up. If you say so. Semmelweis watches as the air blurs and the shadows transform into two figures. One of the shadows flickers on the wall and darts outside. The breeze stirs the curtains, making them flutter, while police sirens outside rise and fall along the wind. Okay. Following the scent's trail onto the empty road, Semmelweis soon finds herself at the edge of a dark forest. She catches a glimpse of a shadow darting by and stops, seeing only a dark path ahead. The trail of that sweet scent leads inside. Here's another sound. Swift, light footsteps, lighter than the humans, closer than animals, the paws of a hound. Is nearby. There are no howls or snarls, no obvious sign that the shadow intends her harm, but Semmelweis knows the truth is quite the opposite. Whatever else it is hunting her. The rhythm of the shadow's movement changes in an instant, then silence. Suddenly, the silence is broken by bursts of sound as her eardrums register the shockwave of a shot, and a nickel iron bullet comes flying straight towards her. Who's shooting us? I guess we'll have to fight. Sorry. My throat is so cooked. News tonight. This program has no need for boring themes. Hands the camera to the fangs and frying bullets. Goodness me. Please don't kill us. She swiftly sidesteps, maintaining her balance as the bullet whizzes past her. No second shot follows. The attacker is merely probing, not aiming to kill.
You are...
Who are you? The figure raises out a menacing dagger. The blade is slim, with a curved edge tapering to point. A favorite of the Italian mafia. More disturbing still is the scent, identical to the blood from Nora Ostern's house. Who are you? Focusing on the blade's trajectory, she bends her knees and leaps back, feeling the tingle of blood rushing to her toes. Stop throwing knives, bro. The assailant's attacks are random and almost playful. Growing impatient, she knows she must end this fight quickly. Seeing her chance, she lunges forward and grabs her attacker's neck, causing him to freeze. She has him now, and bares her fangs for the strike. Suddenly, there is a sharpness at her throat. A glance confirms it, another blade. Oh snap. In a fluid motion, she strikes at his wrist, forcing the knife from his hand as she pulls back from him. The knife spins through the air and lands with a clink. A beam of moonlight cuts through the streets, illuminating the path between them. In the half-light, Semmelweis recognizes his face.
You are...
With the foundation. What?
Aha!
Pavia? Wait, you're like a playable character, I think. Hello. What are you doing here? I've heard about you, a red-eyed Lazarus, who was half dead one day and up and about the next. How did you find me? I was in shadow form. How was I exposed? The scent from the recovery center, or the shampoo I used yesterday? Wolves can sniff out trouble from a mile away. Of course, not all trouble is bad if it's the right kind. Juicy is a perfect... Sorry. Juicy gossip is a perfect appetizer for the diners around the Wiener Staatsoper. All the young artists dreaming of making it big, building themselves up and tearing their so-called friends down. The overloud whispers of some washed-up star about who is sleeping with who, declaring the truth of each and every kind of scandal. But you don't strike me as someone who dishes out catty remarks. No, you seem more like the type to cause all the wrong kind of trouble, like being picky, skipping bills, and laying ambushes. What are we saying? Ambush? Was it not you who tried to kill me? Is this how you greet your colleagues? I haven't tried to kill you just yet. First, I need you to tell me where Nora Alstern is. Shekazo, why does everyone here love to vanish? What is it that you want from her, and under whose authority? No one mentioned any other agents being assigned to this mission. Ah, they're on a mission, huh? Well, your business is none of my concern. Pavlik chuckled softly, wiping his blade with his shirt sleeve. Allow me to ask again. Why has the timekeeper sent you to Vienna? I know nothing of why at all. It isn't my job to ask. All I know is that Nora Alstern has something she wants, and I thought it's best to have some fun in Vienna while I'm free. Bruh. Could it be that the timekeeper ordered an egg from Nora Alstern? Are you here to pick it up for her? Unbelievable. How could the timekeeper have allowed this? Well, my resignation letter is still sitting in her drawer, and it's been there for a while, so I figure I might as well stay on the job for now. Naturally. That doesn't mean I want any part of your little mission here.
Looks like...
But then you've already been to Nora Alstern's house. Why were you the one that picked the lock on her drawer? Hey, listen, I don't do that kind of delicate namby-pamby work. It wasn't me, capiche? But I was there, and I didn't find what the boss was after. So I waited around to see if someone else would have an explanation. Then some other woman came in smelling like burnt something. Anyways, oh, burnt, like scars, burned scars on the eyes. Like that woman we found. A woman, was it? Did you happen to catch a glimpse of her face? Nah, she was just like you, hiding herself in the darkest shadows. What do you call that shadow form? Whatever, don't tell me. I don't care what you call it. So she's a vampire too. Yeah, like that woman. Yeah, and a rude one at that. She didn't even bother with greeting before charging at me. So let's just say, I aimed to slit her throat. You thought? My first swipe missed. She was fast like you too. But she showed a weakness, and my second strike hit her square in the shoulder. Of course, then she went and grabbed some useless black egg and smashed it on me. Didn't hurt none, so I have to wonder what she was even thinking. Okay, so it has to be the same woman then. Because she needed medicine. And was begging for money and whatnot. It's coming together clearly now. That explains the bloodstains. You wounded her and she fled into this forest. You two have the same scent. So, when you went sneaking back in there like a ghost, I thought you must have come back for round 2. Though that would have been a pathetic fight. Come to think of it, she had burns similar to yours as well. You just said you don't know what she looks like, no? Bro can catch the face, but could catch the burns? I guess maybe it's not on the face? Semmelweis chuckles as Pavia points her neck. She has given up trying to mask her annoyance. What are the odds she'll survive your attack? Survive? Not going to happen. She's like you. Got those same eyes, and I know what that means. She won't last long. Not without fresh blood. Perhaps, but if she's still bleeding, it means she has not run dry yet. She will need blood to heal, and since she apparently hasn't succeeded in finding what she was looking for, she'll likely show up here again. We can use that to catch her. We? What's this we business? Leave me out of it. Are we not colleagues? I wouldn't have taken you for the teamwork kind. She shrugs as if reaffirming her non-committal nature. Forget it now. You mentioned we have the same scent? That means she's also been exposed to mycelium. If so, she may very well be our kidnapper. Oh yeah, and why would she be kidnapping those women? The egg painters got taste your blood or something? Haha. You're right. If all she wanted was her blood, Wouldn't killing them outright be simpler? Then it's money. It's got to be.
Yes.
Money is certainly the most obvious motive, but authorities haven't received any ransom demands. Well, it's been so long since anyone heard from them. Maybe it was not a kidnapping, but a killing, and they're just lying in a ditch somewhere, rotting. No, the eggs still showed up in time for the festival. As curious as that is, for whatever reason, they must still be out there. It seems this vampire kidnapped the artists to force them to make mycelium eggs, then spread them throughout the city. Therefore, they must be held captive in some secret location. And if so, then her activities must keep close to that location so that she can keep them monitored. If she's encountered you, she must fear being hunted. She won't risk returning there tonight. In that case, continuing to track her will only play into her hands. The longer we wait, the more danger her hostages are in. Damn it! We need to figure out her identity quick. It will allow us to narrow down our investigation. Ha! While they're talking, you wind up back at Clueless. Alright, you've roped me in, but my instinct still says money. Money is the greatest of all motives. Illusion and desire mixed together. People always think just a little more money is all they need to change everything. Hey now, I wouldn't mind loads of money actually, to change everything. You sound like one of those old drunks outside the theater. Convinced they found the winning lottery numbers on an old street sign. She ignores Pavia's mocking, falling into deep contemplation.
What on earth is she trying to do?
So then, why does she want these eggs? Or rather, why does she need the artists to make them for her? Is she not capable of doing so herself? Could be any reason, who knows. All I see is, she's using others for her own gain. She targeted key members of the Artists Guild, and did so by breaking into their homes to kidnap them. Evidently, she had intimate knowledge of the victims' personal lives. There were no signs of struggle at the scene, so no forced entry marks on the doors, which suggests they knew each other. Perhaps the victims even let her in themselves.
Looks like...
We can deduce that she knew the victims. Logically, she may have worked with them. Yeah, right, I'm sure these humans were just fine with inviting a blood-sucking vampire into their homes. What do you think? She just knocked on the door and asked for a bite? Perhaps not, but it's possible she concealed her true nature. If she was a fellow artist, she could have used a work-related excuse to get inside.
Not enough.
And since the eggs were placed around the city, she is using them for something grander than just their most obvious effects. She's even seen to it that the festival proceeds without interruption, so that everyone will open their eggs together. Mass hallucination? If that's the case, then everyone along the parade route will be affected by mycelium powder. That's her plan. She intends to dose the entire population of Vienna. Then she must be observing everything. She will need to ensure it all goes to plan. Wacko, taking control of an entire festival. So what? Does she intend to drink the whole of Vienna dry? Or carve it up to her own personal, vampire fiefdom? I think she's trying to goad you, force you into searching for her everywhere. It's clever, I admit. She'll wait until the time is pitch perfect, then she'll emerge and make her move. For her, avoiding capture now is simply a game.
Aha!
If you want to catch her, you'll have to play her game. Play her game. That's what the woman said. There's something stirring in her mind. An unmistakable sound pierces the air, breaking her from her thoughts. The willfully sirens.
Stop there!
No, bro. We're with the Foundation. We're chill. A bright white light pierces through the gaps between the trees. Instinctively, she raises her hands to shield her eyes from their lights.
Why?
Why are the police here? We're called over a break-in nearby. Apparently, we're looking for a man and a woman. That sound like anyone you know? Nope. Break-in. You may at Nora Ostern's house. Officer, you will find I have an investigation permit from the Foundation. Oh, it's you.
Aha!
Ha. What? You really thought the regular old police were going to be on our tails that fast? Fact chance any of them were investigating that house tonight. They were just passing by. Come on, have a little humor, sunshine. No, no. You bring up an excellent point. Let's go to the station and make a report. Semmelweis moves to grab Pavia's wrist, but he slips away like a snake.
Aha!
Oh, now you're really surprising me. Tell me, did the foundation really fix you? What? That wild look in your eyes. Is the beast inside finally tamed? After I was freed, I couldn't help myself imagining those poor souls clinging and pleading for their lives under my knife. That fear, that delicious physical and mental reaction, such thrilling memories. You're no different, bloodsucker. So why don't we handle this in the most pleasurable way possible? Perfect gestures. Bam! A bullet right through the skull, just like that, and you'll be cheering beside me. Well done, you son of a... On to the next one. We've all got to get our kicks somewhere. I'm struggling to see your point. I mean that you can't exactly tell the cops I'm just your everyday casual door-crashing gentleman, Faith. Now can you? They won't be inclined to work with you just because of that foundation badge. More than likely they'll just brush you off. That's if they even listen. More than likely they'll just put me in a cage and thank you for reporting this suspicious activity. They won't give a toss. And hell, let's imagine it does work out for you, eh? What then? If the media catches wind, they'll blow things out of proportion and convince the public there's some bloodthirsty creature stalking the streets of Vienna. Panic everywhere, mass hysteria. Think that will look good on your report? And what will they report about you, dangerous former mercenary, causes havoc in the streets? Please, I don't give a damn about the media, but your bosses do. I can respect that. Overnight, we lie low. I can't have our actions at this pivotal time excessively scrutinized. Goodbye. Goodness me. A blank mind is the best state for searching. That way you won't miss any hidden clues. The crowds fill the streets and fest where? The city buzzing with excitement. Voices, footsteps, and broadcasts echo along the ring road. A mix of excited chatter, languages blending, and snippets of conversation Semmelweis can't quite catch. You're late, Emil. There's only one thing worse than a storm. Holiday traffic. Vienna's gone crazy with all the roads they've closed, and now I had to detour around the entire city center just to get moving again.
I'm not sure that.
Captain, should we try to convince the Vienna government to cancel the parade? I'm afraid that's not a viable option. First of all, cancelling would surely upset the citizens. The government would take significant flack if there wasn't a credible threat, and they won't do it on the thin evidence we presently have. More importantly, the kidnapper is likely to be in the crowd at this very moment. If we were to cancel the parade, it may tip her off. If she panics, the situation could easily spiral into chaos. No, you already know who the kidnapper is. Yes, the kidnapper is Nora Ostern. Oh. Cool. Don't know how we discovered this already.
What?
Nora?
That's weird.
How would she be the kidnapper? Did she kidnap herself? Are you basing this entirely on the media's claim of internal conflict in the guild? No, that's just part of it. Her main motive was to make herself look like a victim. That way no one would suspect her, and she can play this game of hide and seek with us. And even if we had found her, as long as she plays a victim, she could easily mislead our investigation long enough for her plan to come to fruition. But how did you come to suspect her? Last night the police received a report that someone saw a man and a woman breaking into Nora Ostern's house.
I see.
Yes, you and Pavia. I don't understand your point.
Yes.
My point is that it wasn't only us in that house that night.
Huh?
You mentioned that, yes. But there was a third person at Nora Olstern's house last night. A woman. Or more specifically, a vampire like me. It occurred to me that there was only one explanation. One person that could get in and out of that house without raising suspicion. It all makes sense. The darkness in her home, the heavy curtains, there's only one possibility. The third person was Nora Ostern herself. Damn. She just walked out the front door. But wouldn't the neighbors have seen her too? Nora is capable of traveling in shadow form, as I am. She infiltrated the house the same way she must have many times before, through the broken glass. Then the only people her neighbor ever saw entering the house were Pavia and myself. We didn't know about her secret entrance. No one else would except Nora. I see.
That's...
Why return last night?
why?
Why did she risk going back home? That's a question only she can answer. Maybe she had something to pick up, you know? Who knows? Maybe she needed to grab something important, or something forced her to return. People usually considered her home a safe place. She wasn't expecting a stranger to be waiting for her. Being seen when she was supposed to be missing could disrupt her plans, so she attacked first. You didn't expect to be overpowered and injured by Pavia? She had to fight back with her egg.
Why?
You fought with an egg. The coating on the Easter egg contained mycelium. She wanted to use it to attack Pavia, but as it turned out, the mycelium failed to activate before he injured her, so she was forced to flee. But consider this. Why would anyone who did not already know the properties of that egg attempt to fight with it? She must have known it was already laced with mycelium. And only Nora Ostern could have known that. Damn!
Which means...
So she's the kidnapper.
Yes.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
So we know who she is, but not where. We can easily deduce that she's somewhere in the festival, enjoying the attention her mycelium-laced Easter eggs are getting. She wants those eggs to be found and for everyone to know they're hers. So those eggs must have some unique elements that reflect her personal touch. And those black painted eggs are just part of Nora's unmistakable style. So then, is it all just as the media said? A spat between colleagues gone wrong? Why kidnap the others? Or is this all just for some maniacal plot? So far the image we've constructed of this Nora Ostern is as simplistic as a cartoon villain. There must be more to the story. How she intends to use the mycelium is still unclear.
That's all.
We only know that the Easter eggs have been scattered throughout Vienna, and that everyone who finds one will gather during today's parade, marching around the city.
That's surprising.
My god. We need to split up, look at as many of these eggs as possible, and warn everyone who finds one not to open it. I'll handle Nora Ostern.
Copy that!
The market is so densely crowded that it resembles a choppy sea, with people ebbing and flowing around its stalls and performers.
Snebe.
Damn it, this place is packed! With all these smells mixing together, I can't track her blood. Are we to stumble around blindly? Captain, I found an Easter egg and a woman lying on the ground. What is her condition? She is well, unusually lively. What are you talking about?
Wait.
Captain, this Easter egg is strange. It's moving, like it's going to spew something. There's a sharp sound and the communicator falls silent, save for a staticky signal. Bruh. Email!
Snebe.
Damnable thing, she's watching our every move, and she seems to be able to detonate these eggs remotely.
Do it quick.
We need to find her before the parade starts. Semmelweis turns around, scanning her surroundings. The band begins to march in formation, playing a familiar tune. The lyrics catching her attention. Yep, it's a poem that the woman gave us. I'm not gonna read this because my throat hurts. This is...
Hi.
Yep. It's the same woman who sold me that poem. Ladies and gentlemen of Vienna, 30 minutes remain until the Easter egg parade begins. Who will claim the treasure egg? Let's find out. The treasure egg.
Great.
Aha!
Exactly.
Here's the case.
I see now. Alright, let's play. Finally. Took us long enough to start reading the clues on the egg. Clues on this black egg. Fearless souls wield the needle sharp. How do we wield the needle sharp on this egg? Do you hold it in a weird position? Dancing with fire, yet untouched by a spark. Maybe like we use fire to reveal a hidden secret message? With a beam of light, let shadows depart. Or a beam of light? Might these be clues? Perhaps shadows depart may mean something will appear on the egg's black coating. But we will need a beam of light. Semmelweis looks up. The sun is blazing in the sky. There's our light. He steps out from the shadows, holding up the egg to the sun. Ah, I was right. A pattern emerges, but an incomplete one. A simple rotation should fix that. The sunlight has already grown uncomfortable. She feels the growing numbness flood across her limbs, but she holds on as golden lines begin to emerge from the dark shell. Damn. What is
I
it?
see.
There it is. So this is a clue. The key is to finding it is light. A simple code, an eternal presence. The sun that has burned since far before the birth of humanity. Looking at the direction of these lines, you seem to trace a route through Vienna's city center. But something's missing. Time stretches, and space splits or something, as we bridge the space apart. So we're looking for a bridge, yes, that's obvious. And it must mean the bridge at the city center. Then it is the Reichsbrücke. And where does the Reichsbrücke lead to? Stephansplatz! Yep, that's where we must go, I guess. Sure. If you say so, Semmelweis. You're so smart. Here we are at Stephansplatz. Some amidst the people in prairie costumes gathered at Stephansplatz. It is a stranger like Semmelweis with a toy gun that attracts the most attention and unwanted at that. Semmelweis rushes ahead, despite her glances carrying the toy gun she has grabbed from a nearby stall, causing more than a small commotion. Because the stall owner understood her frantic plea to borrow the toy. Pardon me? Entschuldigung? Coming through? He pushes through the crowd, vaulting over obstacles, flashing a foundation ID to an awestruck guard as he moves to stop her, then finding an opening at last. She strides to the wide square, gravel crunching loudly under her feet. She feels a strain of sunlight burning down on her, and knowing she can't risk another look, she seals herself and charges into St. Stephen's Cathedral. Getting a good vantage point, she presses a cheek to the toy gun stock, places her left hand on her barrel, and looks through the lightly misaligned scope. Her eyes sweep over the rows of spectators, seniors, couples taking pictures, fathers with children on their shoulders, and finally a masked statue cradling a giant egg in its hand. So there's her treasure egg, which means Miss Austen must be nearby. Just then, through the scope, she spots a familiar face. Is that child again? So he's figured out the clues too. Persistent little devil. But should I stop him from opening the egg? If I act too rashly, Nora may detonate the egg regardless. With the size of it, the mycelium will spread everywhere. But if I should hold back, I'll still need to find Nora before he opens it himself. Take the shot. You again. You'll never find Nora in time. And that kid is determined to open the egg. You really only have one option. You can limit the damage, of course, but blood must be shed, so why not let it be ours to drink? Ever dies. Even with these darts, at this range, it'll make him bleed. It'll make him stop. That's crazy. Shoot him! Do it! Amidst the pageantry and joy below, Semmelweis stands wrestling silently with herself. The sunlight momentarily dazzles her, eyes stinging. A sudden premonition strikes her. The child will die. He will die if she allows it. Bruh. The apostle's blessing. You're gonna suffer like the sufferer or something. Man is vindictive. Let's congratulate the lucky kid who found a treasure egg. The crowd cheers. The kid runs forward, disappearing from her scope's view. The statue's hand pointing at him like a withered branch. At that moment, she forgets her premonition, replacing it with another feeling, a sense of certainty. Found you. Nice. Apparently we found Nora, I think. Oh my god. Let's press on. Another lady. The sun is her treasure jewel, the night her woven skirt, adorning her only love, held ever tighter. Let me just double check. There's 6 parts to this, right? Yeah. Today has been a long and unlucky day for Nora Austin. She is running, following a winding path, weaving through ferns and bushes. The searing pain in her shoulder is slowing her down. She has no choice but to press forward. She's reached the quieter outskirts of Vienna now. It feels like stepping from warm sunlight into cold shadows, a relief for a creature like her. She knows she'd have to take these last few steps alone. No one would stop her, and no one can help her. Damn it! Bad luck just keeps coming. Her burn injury flared out last night. Then, after returning home to rest, she realized she had locked her burn cream in her drawer and had to break the lock, only for a stranger to burst in and stab her in the shoulder. Yeah, so she was the one who had to pick the lock. Or break it. Cause, yeah. And now, only a minute ago, a dart out of nowhere strikes that wound again. Nice shot, Semmelweis. They can barely feel her arm anymore, only the warm blood seeping from the wound telling her that her barely healed skin has torn open again. The sunlight flickers in the air like a heartbeat, the sun morphing into a golden heart in her eyes, pulsing and radiating heat. For centuries, she has tried to capture that sunlight, but never succeeded. Nora, if you stare into the sun, it will burn your eyes. You must avoid the sun, that is our curse. Your grandmother tried to escape it, but followed her across the Danube. I swore I would never let you follow the same path. I thought I would succeed, but...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Nora. So sorry, actually. The sky darkens and a chill brushes her face. Nora freezes. A figure stands before her, wreathed in sunlight. But no reflection is cast on the lake below. There's nowhere left for you to go. The figure closes the distance, knocking the mask off her face. A loud cracking noise echoes as Nora is brought down to her knees, her hands clawing at her face. Ah, no, don't, ah! Her face is covered in large, scabbed, burn wounds, the surrounding skin red and inflamed. She gasps for air, and through the pain returns to a fierce anger. It hurts, doesn't it? Especially around the 10th to 14th day of recovery. I know. My doctor told me that even though our bodies recover quickly, we shouldn't scratch sunburned wounds or they will struggle to heal. I suggest you avoid that as well. What would you know? I know it was Elena Hall and Martina Kame who did this to you. That's why you want to revenge, am I correct?
Here is the case.
They discovered my true nature. It was a simple slip. Falling down the stairs to the guild hall. I just didn't want to get hurt, so I transformed, only for a second. But that was all they needed to see. If I had been more careful, if I had remembered my mother's words, I was careless. She had hoped perhaps they would not hold it against her. But when she was appointed the lead designer for the Easter festival, her former friends turned on her. They attacked her in her studio, pulling open the curtains and slamming her face against the window. She tried to squeeze her eyes shut, but they twisted her arm behind her back and forced her eyes open, making her stare out at her son.
No.
No, stop, please, stop. That window, her mother used to play a song on the piano that lay before it. A song about someone who was blinded by fire but still wanted to dance in the sunlight. Wait, that's part of the poem. Her father would joke, "Dear, you've blocked our only view of the Danube." Or Danube, I don't know. And she'd rest her elbows on the dining table, hands clasped in prayer. She knew her mother would explain the song's meaning again and again until she understood the connection. On the night she was burned, she thought of her grandmother's, mother's, and father's funerals, and of her mother's tender prayer. Nora, you know, God is our only fortress. Nora had hated blood. It was someone else who loved it. The demon that lived in her veins. But at some point the lines blurred and she and it became the same creature.
Maybe.
It was hereditary. I've always loved playing with colors. Since I was a child, I'd loved painting on those old walls.
Here is the case.
I grew up with the old streets of Vienna. In the house I belonged to the Artists Guild. It was always well maintained and our community lived in peace and harmony. My mother inherited my grandmother's skills and became an egg decorator. So did I. My mother even changed her last name to Austrian as homage to the Easter holiday. I took pride in that name. I come from a great lineage of artists. Yes, as vampires we learned to master the balance between light and shadow. Maybe it was the sun, and perhaps it's the beast within my blood that rules me now.
So?
One day you'll understand that feeling too. That's why you must carve out your own place in this world. I don't need to carve out anything. It makes no difference whether you carve out your own place or fall in line. They'll come after you just the same. The only choice you make is who stands by you. Nora gazes into the red glow in Semmelweis' eyes. How long has it been since you last fed? I know she has fed. She hasn't fed. Semmelweis shrugs. Are you good at this? And never giving away anything? If I decide to quit something, I quit it. Respect. So you make a decision and then stick with it no matter what happens.
Yes.
That's right. And we're alike. I've never harmed a human being, not even those two women, my entire life. I've dreamed about it, fantasized even, but I've never actually gone through with it, not even now. Respect! I understand the harm I could cause others, because I've felt the same fear. There is apparently a psychological link between chasing thrills and death-seeking behavior. When that vampire bit me, I felt so much fear. It was intoxicating. Then I woke up, and I realized I'd become the very thing I had hunted. And forever craving slaughter and death? But I'm not like you. I'm learning to make peace with who I am now. How wholesome. Make peace. Look at all that you've lost. Do you really owe these humans anything? What do you think they would do if they found out who you were? Would it be any different than what they did to me? Or do you feel like you owe something to yourself? Every day we fight a secret war against ourselves, barely containing the demon, only for humans to barely tolerate us. But now, we see each other, and there's only one path left. To destroy one another. Indeed, to be a pure blood killed by a halfling. It must be exciting for you. Then why haven't you attacked? I'm defenseless now. Nora closes her eyes ready, but the expected pain never comes. Eyes open again. Semmelweis is leaning against a tree, catching her breath with a cold sweat on her face. She's resisting it. My mission is to rescue the hostages, not kill you. And I have no desire to learn the taste of vampire blood. Haha. Besides. Ha! Captain, over, haha. We've discovered, ha, and neutralized, ha, all the eggs, haha. Why is he laughing like that? Did he catch some mycelium? Our top investigator has already defused your trap. But your concoction only causes uncontrollable laughter and facial spasms, nothing lethal. Aww. Where are the others? Your victims?
Here is the case.
You'll find them in the sewers under the city center. Follow the scent of food. They're deep inside the main tunnel system. Oh, is that why? We were having a little ponder at the sewers, even though we were kind of seeking water. For you, it shouldn't be too difficult. You know, you're a talented wordsmith aside from an artist. Those puzzles in your poetry, very clever. Such accolades are not truly fitting for what I've become.
I don't care.
So, you want a revenge on them? I can sympathize. Really? Even if you had planned on devouring them, I personally wouldn't mind.
But...
The reporting such an outcome would certainly have caused a stir. So I'm glad you opted to keep them alive.
why?
I'm curious though. If sunlight causes you so much pain, why do you seem to desire it in all of your work? I suppose I hope that the pain would fade in time. That maybe I become accustomed to its touch. I wanted to rage against the curse that befell my family, and this blood within us is a curse. But still, there are things more important than life itself, aren't there? To be noticed, to gain recognition for your art, even just causing a momentary smile, feels like achieving immortality. You know, I can't hate Nora.
I disagree.
I don't see things your way. Well, to each their own, Semmelweis. No? I can only see how pitiful people become with even the slightest amount of success. One lucky moment and suddenly they think they're gods, apostles, believing they can control everything and shape their destiny however they want. If you're one of those, I admit, I would look down on you. Tell me, miss, do you believe in God? No, I don't. Yet you still made a vow not to drink human blood. Then you think of yourself as someone who holds their own sacred principles. Not really, no. You don't believe in God, and you don't even believe in your vow. What do you believe in? Believe in myself and finding myself. No, wait, am I the script writer? I believe that to control your own destiny, you have to stick by your own decisions. That was quite a prevalent theme in A Series of Dusk. What's your point in telling me any of this? I suppose that's for you to decide. Damn, we're being cryptic today. Nora brushes her face, her pain vanishing, replaced by a new sensation of weightlessness, like drifting in the middle of a lake, and an overwhelming urge to sleep. Good night. She closes her eyes, and the rays of the sun softly whisper to her, telling her of a path out from her nightmare. Maybe when she wakes up tomorrow, she will leave her house and walk into the morning sun, and her neighbors would greet her warmly. They would say good morning, and mean it, and not see the scars, only her smile reflecting back to him. But tomorrow has yet to come. For now she needs to leave, step outside, and welcome the sun's burning embrace. Maybe not literally though. That would be pretty violent. Alright. And just like that, let's do the final part and wrap all this up. I wonder what this background is though. It seems like a nice calm day, you know? Doesn't seem too relevant to the anecdote. Happy hunting. One need not turn from darkness to light to uphold one's beliefs. I'm glad everything resolves nicely, you know? Unlike Charon's character story. Ring Road. The serenity of dusk settles over the entire city, turning the voices from the communicator into distant whispers of fireworks. Please contact the police and have them send someone to rescue the hostages. Miss Semmelweis, you've already captured the Beyond. Why didn't you contact the Foundation to detain her? Why did you decide to let her go? Let's go, Semmelweis. We let her go? That is cute. That's so wholesome. I trust that you will take her to a better place. But she can't be detained just yet. She still has an unfinished business to attend to. If she endangers any civilians, you'll be held responsible. I don't need to explain the consequences of releasing the Beyond without proper authorization. I understand, and I'll take full responsibility, but with her strong will, I felt the Foundation wouldn't have been able to hold her anyway. Strong will? When someone follows their wills, they don't need to turn over a new leaf. Sometimes things aren't as black as white as you thought. True evil is rare, but weakness is common. You learn to look inside yourself and to adapt. In my report, I'll say that I went to Vienna on vacation and merely assisted the local policing during the festival, and that the so-called missing persons case was just a small group of artists taking an impromptu trip.
What?
An impromptu trip?
Yes.
The spur of the moment kind of thing. Semmelweis walks along the ring road as the festival's final hour approaches. The crowds are a mix of cheer and exhaustion. A familiar figure stands by the dessert display, lost in thought, shifting his weight from one foot to another. What's good, Emil?
Thank you.
One slice of Sacretort! Sacretort! It looks so good, bro. And we all know the first time we saw Sacretort, Marcus was pondering, the perfect way to slice it. And my goat, Greta Hoffman, sliced it for us. Yeah. Yeah. I love Greta Hoffman. Anyways. Sacretort. Oh my god, we get to... Oh my... It looks so good. Oh my god. This texture is quite unique. Sprinkling a bit of pepper on it would add a nice spicy kick. Is you gonna say it's too sweet as well?
Aha!
This time, Jeanette used bourbon-soaked almonds in her Sacretort. It's smoother and richer than the usual filling. Nice. Bourbon whiskey. They make it in the south of the United States. It all comes down to the source of water. This one uses the best distilled water out there. Obsessing over water sources is such a strange thing. It is all water. Properly sanitized, it provides the same hydration. Anything else is just price. And price is only a matter of negotiation. Just say you're not into dessert, sunshine. Anyway, this particularly lusciously mouth-watering cake is highly sought after. Is it? Perhaps I should purchase a slice or two and see if I develop an interest. Yes, do it. Oh my god, imagine Semmelweis Marcus having Sacretort together. Oh my god, imagine Semmelweis and Marcus rolling up to Greta Hoffman's grave, which probably won't have her body, but we roll up to her grave, and we have Sacretort with her, kind of like in spirit. That's quite wholesome, right? Yeah. Just a slice. Let's go by the toughest guy goes first rule and split it all. Whatever do you mean? It's a rule I made up myself, and I'm sticking to it. Kind of like how the toughest guy shows up last. Nice. Good rule, bro. Okay, this is goofy, but I think my throat has like gone to the point of soreness where it started like getting like rejuvenated again. So now I don't feel like it's dry, which is probably not ideal. But it's okay, guys. Don't worry about me. Well, it seems you've managed both, as the store is about to close. Hahaha.
Thank you.
Might I get another serving, please? Oh, and a bit more pepper, if you don't mind. Thank you. Who puts pepper on cake, though, by the way? Maybe I'm just not well versed, but I don't like the idea of spicy desserts. Sorry to take any more of your time. Nice Sacretort. So, what's up? Can the blood-sucking monster just drop by to say hello to a fellow colleague? Fine. I only thought you should know that the police have rescued the hostages. That both have confessed to the schemes and violence they perpetrated on Nora. And that she has, by the way, promised to rush the timekeeper's order. Maybe delayed a few days, so I'm afraid you might not make the timekeeper's deadline. When we talked about motives earlier, you said I should follow the money. I didn't quite understand at first, but now I see your point. You were right. Although not so much about the kidnapper, so much as yourself. Nah, it's the same for everyone. Always is. I believe you mentioned before that you submitted your resignation to the timekeeper. Do you have any new job prospects? Maybe some security firm or debt collection agency? I'm certain that debt collectors are always in need of someone with your legal background. Bruh, that is so troll. Of course, those same companies may not appreciate your record of unexplained absences and insubordination. Perhaps I could introduce you to some more tolerant employers, but I'm quite sure you don't need my help. Semmelweis hands a slice of the Sacretort to Pavia. I prepared this one just for you. Consider it my treat. Wow. Is that all? Got any other blabber for me? That's everything. Goodbye. Just like that. Pavia takes a bite of the cake. The effect is immediate. His muscles twitch and his teeth begin to grind as he holds back until he gradually loses all control. Bro, what the hell are we doing? He glares angrily at Semmelweis, as if attempting to form what is, in all likelihood, a string of Italian curses, but he has already lost control of his tongue. What's happening to him? Semmelweis turns without another word, striding toward the Danube River. Passing a corner, she takes a health report buried in her pocket and tears it to shreds with a smile. Did we just drug Pavia with like the uncontrollable laughter? Fishbowl Face had mentioned to Semmelweis that she was working on a research article about pleasure and fear responses. Apparently, serotonin sources are often unpredictable and subject to declining returns. Thrills lose their luster, highs lose their height. That is a thing. Although there is a source that almost never declines substantially, the serotonin spike that comes with a near-death experience. To face death head-on, it seems, never loses its edge. And also talking about Greta Hoffman. However, this was far from an ideal solution to long-term satisfaction. Thankfully, Fishbowl Face found another source that, while not quite so powerful, proved equally reliable. It was this that prompted Semmelweis' third awakening. She now holds it in her hands. What are we holding? What you holding? Oh wait, this is this is the background in the picture in her anecdote. Semmelweis steps off the train, taking in a breath of deep breath of warm air. Yep, me speaking. This looks really nice. But what's she holding? She's like biting on something. Maybe it's like chocolate that like soothes bloodlust, you know? That would be pretty cute. Reaching deep into her coat pocket, she pulls out a piece of chocolate and pops it into her mouth. The chocolate sways and melts on her tongue, causing a strange yet delightful tingling sensation in her temples that spreads throughout her body. And despite everything, she smiles.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I'm late again, Captain. The traffic here again, and on the map. It didn't seem far, but sorry, buddy. We're just enjoying some nice blood chocolate, you know? Or fake blood chocolate. Oh man, that's awesome though. I mean, you trade bloodlust for like, you know, an endless desire for chocolate. You know, we love chocolate. I love chocolate. I hope you love chocolate. Chocolate's awesome. You know what else has chocolate? Sacretort. You know who ate Sacretort? Marcus and... Wait, did Greta Hoffman eat the Sacretort? I know she sliced it. And then Marcus said it was too sweet. I don't know. Anyways. It's a miracle you didn't get into an accident. Maybe so. You seem to be in good mood, Captain. I had a good sleep. Are the after effects of the mycelium still bothering you? Ha! Let's not talk. About me now. Look at the weather. What a sunny day we're having. Is it? Well then, I'll try a different approach this time. Looks like you're wide awake now. Well then, Captain. Happy hunting! Nice. Nice wholesome end. Spectacular. That was nice. That was nice. And yeah, this does seem quite relevant. You know, if we're gonna see Semmelweis again in 3.1, then that does seem very, very helpful and relevant to what could be coming. Spectacular. Alright. Oh my god, but like, is this outfit not just insane for Semmelweis? Like, bro. Anyways, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and let's give Marcus a head pat.
Please watch your step. Books are
she's
everywhere.
speaking. I can't head pat her yet.
And if you step on them, that hurts me.
Boop, boop. Oh wait, does she have to be in the home screen for you to boop her? It's okay. We'll head pat Marcus. Yay! Wait, what's this? Whoa! Do you think we'll find Sacretort if we go through her like bond items? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, glad to see you again, Marcus. But yeah, that was it. Went through Charon's character story. It was unfortunate what transpired, but yeah, it was quite an experience after all. And then we went through Semmelweis' story. It was quite a bit longer than I expected, but you know, we powered through. We survived the awakening, and we had some nice Sacretorts. So that was very nice. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time which is next week, I believe, when 3.1 drops. Or wait, no, this comes out on Tuesday, which means it'll be out for 2 days for you guys. But I'm gonna stick to uploading on Tuesdays for now, because Friday onwards it's gonna be taken up by a slot of Expedition 33. So my apologies. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.